This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Hi Boadu TV, yama mo nyina akwaba emfambra so na Kevin Taylor nei wakasa de afa OSP. Yes, kise Japan na document ahodo bi a weye go o kire se akwa no. Nitimo den onye na adwen so kra se obebo Ghana no fight corruption. Ofori Atta de we o aye planting o chese Kevin say planting because hwe se na ono aba bonte bekai we know where Ofori Atta is afa bedu echire na afa aye abo bidin wo galamsey fight no so koso 9 months o matem hu agum ndra me se chana fo bi mo che mo na etu ekuta o mo pa etu ndi abo ekuta o mo chai ya che o mo nyina ahye ayi galamsey site wo nyina wo it was this hard way na mahama ye na NPP 40 baby na afenyonom na mo kransan fun Kevin said Moko Pepe Bintina.
Somebody was sitting there as Attorney General. He became special prosecutor. Did he ask for BMW 750, 1.3 million? Did Matsunamido ask for that? You said that you're 43 years old. How much work have you done? Then you become a government something. You
today he's scared of the 43-year-old. He can't talk his matter. OSP has done by what is a Paul Akebi? Osro Obeko jail. Because OSP did not answer Massa, we are from for your show. Stop talking my matter or you go to jail. Anything that OSP has said by old to me KB way before. 43-year-old boy, small boy, and they are just small boy, they can answer me. Abua. And he no kumas no go to me jail. Me say, can 43-year-old boy answer me? Send the OSP as some about Obia Kemi. Why are you not using the same vigor to speak on the OSP matter? Because you are a criminal, you Paul. Because the OSP, they showed you the evidence that proves that you need to be in jail for 10 years. The deal was for you to shut up. In the end, OSP, Paul Bewu, on Kembi. You see, Paul is quiet about it. I was telling you people, these are criminals. They think somewhere Jimmy. They always want to play on your conscience. They are all thieves. Imagine, say, JFK. And as a Dallas International Airport, JFK, and whatever airport in America. Now, yeah, they are moving to say, Paul, I don't want you say, oh, yes, so. Hey, you people, you don't get it. And then the Chese Kuford with Jimmy. Paul Adomotri, a busy airport like Kotoka International Airport. Now, what time airport and say Paul should be the board chair of the airport. Now, Paul Adomotri, the credentials and experience by now. Ghana as a nation will left the airport and give to a fool like Paul. And it is only under NPP the way side way. Just sit back and ask yourself, this is the airport. Everything at this airport was handed over to Paul Adomotri. Inti nipa na otam airport na ma Paul no. Onim nyansa de. E dey say waba kroma say atam JFK ama Paul Adomotri. Do you know what goes through the airport? Do you know? And we sat in Ghana. And a Jiminy way, Christmas tree, no akoji husika ni wedi. Also because of his crimes, his corruption, because the Attorney General has shit on him. Also accepted by Ultimi Kebi. This was before. No, him say, na semeba. Also and the baby yeka Attorney General Assembly, a Office of the Special Prosecutor Assembly. Also OSP Assembly, Paul Ultimi Kebi. Yes, because Paul Adomotri is a candidate for jail. OSP kutane shuom kwasia. Na momi yanko OSP nankasa no so. Paul handling Kotoka International Airport. Mr. P, get me the people under different regimes are. Yede Kotoka Momo as board chair. Na share sanko for the credentials. I'm talking about board chairs. Maybe under even Kofor to Atta Mills, to JM, to John Mahama II. Share the kind of people who were given that position as board chairs of Kotoka International Airport. I want to say Kofor with Jimmy. I catch now. Now bofu we nyini and now we nyini ntia me nkan nim penyina we Jimmy. And when you sit back and you ask yourself, say, how did Paul become the board chair of Ghana International Airport, Kotoka International Airport, Kwame Nkrumah International Airport? How did we get to this point? How did Paul become the board chair of J.J. Rawlings International Airport? How? Atta Mills International Airport. J.J. Rawlings International Airport. J.J. Rawlings International Airport. How did we get here? And if my team decides to pull, board, Mr. P, Mr. S, do this job for me right now. Just give me the names. And when you compare those people to Akufo-Addo making Paul head Kotoka International Airport, you will see, say, Akufo-Addo is an idiot. Akufo-Addo never respected we Ghanaians. And I keep saying, say, until we take a step back, you will now appreciate it when we say Akufo-Addo and his group are foolish. Team, I'm going to move on. When you get that information, send it to me. Now, let's talk about the special prosecutor. Now, special prosecutor, and saying, court update. And 5 hours ago, special prosecutor. So when you before Ankwa resigning, or a very corrupt young man. Special prosecutor. Say you be na Ankwa resigning da. But the reason why I think he cannot resign is because special prosecutor has been involved in a lot of their crimes. I believe. Because at this point, sir position, the only thing stopping this guy from stepping away from this position is because, like John Mahama would say, he has taken a shit and he's sitting inside. One in or team. John Mahama Kacha said the day Akufo-Addo will leave office, and now the kind of buntia are not so. Hey buntio, it's an OG word. Negabi, akwebi, na our tafo pankrono. Na boy sniff negabi, yeah, negabi. Sanonym se bi na search as a buntio, negabi. Day and mammy bas could say, Obano, also negabi, and Bofra, so your friend negabuntio, ni yemu ding. Sana be catch us, John Mahama catcher say, until Akufo-Addo be free office, no. And when you be say Akufo-Addo negabi, sana or a negabuntio, or tibuntio so. The reason why special prosecutor cannot leave that office because he's a negabi. He's a Ekuya. Where the me video, negabi the me video. Aye, Ekuya, me video. O de twen kakra. Number be more than video. Ekuya. O de beto issue negabi no. Aye. Na say adikudie just special prosecutor out office no. Ekuya. Na say special prosecutor or ye negabi or ye negabuntio wane no team osuro so be sore me ehun. The same time John Mahama catch negabi. It is special prosecutor or negabi. Now, mommy go hwen sembi obetro Enrichi. Onka no kura ba akokora sa kisie jabe no. Sikaya ne de. Debia we bie nanum sa bat. Na so good enum. Court update. Also my near court update. 2 days here e begina so say o meka no kura do free office no. Also wa court or update bi maye. Kusi kisie jabe or your bonsam. Nipa bia oni hairline bia dangerous. Kisie jabe oni hairline or you dangerous. Or I did a friend den etimodin safwa. We know etimodin safwa. Omo mutifu a na ba akubitua ha no. Sanko fo mutimu den. Omutimu den. Tete no na ye chi beifu a omo na ye ma omo so beifu onimu. Ai omo mutifu a na omo mutinifu a na ebiefu na ba ha kakra bi no. Ye friend etimodin safwa. Tete pa na ye na ya asanto mo kɔ wo no. Ye kɔ wo a na ye de ba kwa di echi. Ye chi beifu okwan so a ɔno na chichiri beifu no. On the kisie jabe o etimodin safwa. Negabi or you dangerous guy. Okay. Okay. Kevin. No. My brother, I'm very much too. Oh, Etimodin Safwa, Mr. P, get me a Kisieja base picture. Now, I'm share with Etimodin Safwa. Nitifu pe Etimodin Safwa naba. Oh, you dangerous. Tetaniana nanum, or said to Yana nanum, Omokon Tokwan, Omni Genja for say yes, Asune a Kwakun Tokwa, Nana Nakuturina Ujina Pranoswa. Nipa, Ayana a chibe for Kwanswa or sobe for him no. Amu Etimodin Safwa, Kisieja be Kisieja Benko for the Omu ye wicked. Omu to which ya chibefo no obambefo na otumi kabefo asonwe kan na nase yanka time the tiefu no the tifu bia pe etimode safo ho omo no ye danger omo tumi kabefo ason kije da ben or you dangerous guy nigga B. Now let's listen to the lies he told us. After yenyina yebufu ye kasa akwa we also free office wo $50.5 million what JD unye dwuma bia no ade chi so yakọ court ye refimpo ya update mo kisi jaben o say update update breaking news onu angaze o say oh Kenneth Ofori Atta versus Office of the Special Prosecutor and 2 others or my update ya chi na also the update ba update ni there o say the Human Rights Division of the High Court heard 2 motions in a case Kenneth Ofori Atta versus Office of the Special Prosecutor on Thursday, 23rd of October, 2025. Counsel for Mr. Ofori Atta moved motions for A, discoveries and B, leave to amend the originating motion on notice. Both applications were opposed by the counsel for the OSP. The court directed both parties to file and submit their written submissions by midnight 24th October 2025. The matter has been adjourned to 25th November 2025 for ruling on these 2 applications. The suit, filed by the former Minister for Finance and suspects in a number of investigations by OSP, challenges the office declaration of him as wanted and contests the office legal authority to make such pronouncements public. Also, breaking news. Yako court and saying, Mama update. He said you're a dangerous guy. Also, Yako court no. The question say, Kenneth Ofori Atta lawyer, catch the court to say, nyoma mi edibi no person okoye. Asam na ye de abeto court a ye kan ho asem no, ye fra bibi discoveries. Opese odotuko no okohwehwe ensem a ebeboa na nsem. Ye ka say discovery. Asem we wo court. Na lawyer ba ko ka say be pese me koye discovery a. Na say asem no onim say asem no ho adanse bi bebi e obebi bebe a okohwehwe de aba. Okope engineer so bi abema na asem egina ne na aso. Enti technically court ntwan me na me nkodosko na me nkohwehwe se menya engineer so bi a ebetumi ama ma asem na egina ne na aso. Your friend discoveries. And asem mako a Kenneth Ofori Atta lawyer saka kire judge say o ma ne ho kwan na embra so ene say opese asem na ye start ye na ye nya duru bia mpo na ye nka ho asem no se sia de wo court no enya asem na nka o asem ne 19 ye prepare o say omo person besa agi omo asem ne sade ko na omo ko tworo ne foforo omo amende Kenneth Ofori Atta lawyer ne kan nsem mienu also in some nom de buy na omo tworo a abeda court wo dada and the omo kan ho asem we efa say special prosecutor edi krata ba bonti beka say Kenneth Ofori Atta wanted and no mo gina ho court no eno na kiseja be my update also we the update ni kire say embre bia me tworo krata me ka say Kenneth Ofori Atta wanted no ne lawyer ewo court Kenneth Ofori Atta de mako court say I wanted no ma me tworo emfa no ho enka so wanted and no update no de ba he no na Kenneth Ofori Atta lawyer eka kire judge ni say sa nyoma mienu no discoveries okodosuko akohwehwe nsem nim na okohwehwe nsem nim a thank you Mr. S na afi okohwehwe ngina so abeboa na ma asama de ena 2 asem na ode ba ya nankasa kra na opese otwe eba abontene na omukọ sakrem na omusa de ba ena judge ne ka kire omu say sibia ensem na omukan bebresa na omumienu nkọ kyero erade betisa jo mahama enra omuvu judges bi akọ appeals court so ka kire omu say sa enkwase delay no yentwem wo Ghana judge ne say oh and the mumienu no munko fie na munko kyero gu paper so na munfa mra enti judge no atu asem na kɔhye November 25th November wajila ayila judge ni say months almost 25th November and 24th that means say time a judge ne catch no it is omumbra after a month omunko take 1 whole month no omunko trans no omunchro omu reasons intia Kenneth Ofori Atta lawyer ne say opeso kwa amend case no na den secondly okoye discovery a say judge ne gitum and a special prosecutor so eka say ompene enti eno keke no omunko 1 month no omumbra On say when the Oman Jeji Wanjremo. Aha. In Tandre Chino court and the Oko Juma Kodi ni. Obed delay mamubu. Sa special prosecutor or ye dangerous. Me say, Obi a wait about this phobia or a dangerous person. Only Mamma Fanchiramo. Me catch him say aquanity for or with modern safwa. Now Mr. S. Jun Sameboa. And yet modern safwa ni. Ni team you for or with modern safwa. Or ye bay for aquawe. Kise Jabin. Titina and Kayako war and calling a chibe for no a cabin for naso. No, or the how much chibe for no that chicken home. Or to me, the how much children one cannot actually be for before the chi. Because Titano, Yania Santifono, ye kwa kunto kwa yen danger for kwa, ye kwa najo. Inti anajo so ayana be forward in wurem. Because also Yania Santifo ye tuntum inti enyumbre no ye nam odi krom te se ntwe a ayana a hunter hunters ni eyedien omko eyede aha no omtumi de efra ntwe no inti ye kwa ye saline ye ne Asantifo ye kokunto kwa. Enti da bia ekokonto kwa yenim sa abeifo kwa yemunti na yafa eye obi atimoden safua ewo nanim enti obi tise kisie Jaben atimoden safua won ha na sefo ni beni afọ mu edi line echi omode omo yan so omo hwa wiem enti yene nananom ekokonto kwa a ye nananom epe kodoɔ anase boat edi esi pra no so edi atwa edi akomekisho se eye achemfo no tumi mbo etuo no na eye nipa na ochi beifo no a otise eye kisie Jaben no tete story da me dem tete unyini ye Jimmy tie na kisie Jaben mu no oma yese oma ya beifo asefo etimode safo no ene na ye light a otumi di point soro hu beifo bi a otu because ye kɔ ako owedwa Friday de ojiba begu hu Friday betima word we drogu hu inti kisie Jaben mu no etimode safo afo no obu di akire ena oma yese sɛnea bɛyɛ ɔmo garden nananom ɛne ɔkofoɔ ya santoa mo ɔmo na mo kyia beifo enti etimode safo na hu no hɔ no ɛno ɛna odidi dwuma ɛne gye me hu de na me hu sɛ akwa wei ɔwɔ etimode safo na sɛ mu ɛne mu de mu gum ho ɔbɛkyerɛ mu kafia ɔkyia beifo we ɛna mo de na kwɛ special prosecutor enti etimode safo afo ɔmo de die kyerɛ no ma yɛ sei sata ne nananom ya so ayɛ nana ɛma yɛ kɔbɛn ɛyɛ pra nsuo no enti sata ne yɛ kodoɔ de aka akyire enti yɛ hu kodoɔ ewo eye pra no so enti saa time no na etimode safoa eye de kisie Jaben asefo omo no mo chia enti omo chia befo say a enti ono so no ma no enti owu befo no aturi no achiro ochi befo a owa ahoma bi ya fa no eye de ya fo edwanwoma na saa ta ne nyanya foforo na eno efa edua ho eni tie say ahoma ahoma de edua ene hu soro enti osodua ma na wate ahoma no otise Samson into chibe before this ado bam before no yaka se bam a wa hagi before no wa chichire before na tare no ho na odi ahoma no odi ba kwa chichire ne nan na odi afa odi before ni nyina ho ise Jaben na sefo na wa chichire before no it before ni chine ho ko ntumi nje especially so your ba do so ne to do mia no o se ye ne dey Asantifo ya ba ye gogo ya chew na odi ahoma na chichire no na chichire before ni nyina because etimode safo no a uhuro kisie Jaben ene na chire no before no suro etimode safo into wa chichire a before be pray no ho na aka say yedin ne yakwa before ni yese no so na super ka no aka ene na makofo na be special prosecutor obe mafia bu fucking sa akwara no so kasa no onu so ye before deche we na o chire no de boa eboa hwiri tirim na na she keji na da se your poso na de ne kɔ kwasiato deche ne ntade afimi a hye no enti kisie Jaben court na o se update no ena be chechire bu chiro kisie Jaben is a liar. All games on mobile. That guy cannot be trusted. He needs to be sacked, investigated and prosecuted. Kisie Jaben needs to be jailed for like 10 years. Wajimu sikedi update we ena ma chechire mu chiro no enye bibia omo tumi afọ so move case after a month into the obeka kire eye attorney general say he is still in court. He's gathering evidence because right there's a discovery. He is never going to bring Ofori Atta. This special prosecutor is a friend to Ofori Atta and his family. He has a bond, a contract with the Kufuor family. He is never going to lead that job. So the earlier we get this in our heads, the earlier we understand the guy no omubuye faso, the better for all of us. Let us stop this comedy of trying to please some people and trying to be so diplomatic about things. The special prosecutor is bad news. Oye beifua or a beifua ason. Kisie Jabe is a liar. He's playing with all of you. What is so special about this nonsense? What is special about this nonsense? What is special about it? You call court. And a court, almost say, almost amendment, almost say, almost discovery. And I'm say, I have opposed it into another month. You should be ashamed of yourself. It means clearly you are delaying the case because this is something you are not even supposed to tell us. You have not even crossed that stage whereby the judge will even rule, say, this guy, what he's asking for. Because you see, Ofori Atta's lawyer is a bad lawyer. But it is because a special prosecutor is not doing his job. That is why Ofori Atta's lawyer looks like an intelligent lawyer. One of the weak-minded fools in Ghana. But you see, because it's a home game, because it's already planned, it's every time they are in court, it makes Ofori Atta's lawyer look like he's smart. But But it is deliberate. Kusie Jabi makes fundamental mistakes in court, which he knows. Sameda Akuna ordinary DHE Edinburgh Special Prosecutor's Office. Let me tell you, the strategy people didn't see it. Kusie Jabi, he moved his law firm to the Special Prosecutor's Office. The amount of money Kusie Jabi has been able to make as the OSP, Sankotina law firm wa ankonya 1% of that money. So Sami Dakuna Ohono, when you go and read the background, Sami Dakun is a media person, right? Now, that is why, even though Okoye law, he has created a position for Sami Daku to be doing his media bidding for him. And if the special prosecutor wants to enter or infiltrate the media space to force some narrative, he uses Sami Daku. And he has created that position for the guy. And until as Mika say, we need to start from Sami Daku's portfolio because the OSP's Act, it does not cover Sami Daku's portfolio. He is being paid illegally at the OSP's office. And if anybody is serious about prosecuting OSP and these people, they are basically taking illegal money from the taxpayer. It's simple as that. It is simple. The guy is basically doing business with you people. He's taking money from you. He's enjoying life. He's making money because we are foolish. We are not able to ask decent questions, reasonable questions, and wait for reasonable answers. This is trash. He's not even 2025. You are showing us this. See, special prosecutor, he has no dockets on Ofori Atta. He has nothing. So we cannot end it. One can't just tell you say by this weekend or this week, no to me provide it. Only docket be next week or the way any case. The special prosecutor is fooling you. The man is a liar. Let us get rid of him. We cannot go back and go take money from the finance ministry and put this guy again in our budget and hand over millions of dollars to him. We can't do that again. If this administration tries that again, you, the finance minister, you, the Mr. President, we will speak against you. Because we cannot be entertaining this nonsense again. People are being paid for work, no work done. People are being given every single thing for just living a lavish lifestyle without giving us any results. The special prosecutor is a waste of everybody's time. Sack him. Whatever we need to do to make sure this man is out of office, we need to make sure this guy is out of office. He and his two musketeers, Sami Daku and Akurugu, these are the three musketeers making money out of us. Now, Shadie, you see this story? Special prosecutor Ebeifo. I'm going to ask the special prosecutor some very vital questions. And I'm going to deal with these questions from Monday. But weekend wenti, nebebusan sa questions way. Now, from Monday, no, my baby breakdown no more. So wherever he is, I know he's watching me tonight. Special prosecutor, is it true that The OSP, without any recruitment process, you appointed Irene Houghton, IRENEHUTTN, Irene Houghton, daughter of Professor Francis Boadu, presidential advisor on corruption and governance. I'm asking you, have you recruited Irene Houghton, who is Professor Boadu's daughter, who was an advisor to the president, special advisor to the president on corruption and governance? Did you recruit this lady without you knowing, without any recruitment process? Did you just handpick the lady to put her at the OSP's office? It's a simple question. Did she go through any process? Can you show us evidence of the process? Professor Boadu's daughter, Irene Houghton. I'm asking you, Kisia Jabeng, did you just call her to come and you gave her an office to work? Or she went through a process that will qualify her to work at the office of the special prosecutor? Kisia Jabeng, you don't know what is coming. Now, was Irene appointed in less than 2 months? 2 months. And did you assign her to the OSP secretariat as the secretary to the OSP? We want to know the credentials, the process Irene Houghton went through before she became the secretary to the OSP. You, yourself. She is the daughter of Professor Boadu. Professor Boadu used to be the special advisor to the president on corruption and governance. Was this appointment in exchange for Professor Boadu to intervene for you to keep your office? Because there's a communication trail. Listen, there is a communication trail. That is why I'm asking you questions. From Monday, you need to answer. And yes, I'll go dirty on you. The little credibility you have, keep it. Because I will go dirty on you. This appointment you made, picking or hand-picking Professor Boadu's daughter, Irene Houghton, to become your secretary at the OSP's office without going through the process. And Professor Boadu, who was the presidential advisor on corruption and governance, did you employ her daughter as your secretary in exchange for Professor to help you keep your office? These are all questions. I'll come back and I'll be crazier. He said, Jabeng, you are pushing me to do something I don't want to do. Resign from that office. I've asked you these questions. My team, they are going to put this question on a very nice document and send to you. We are going to publish it. You need to answer these questions because from Monday it is going to be dirty. Professor Boadu himself, he will curse the day he sat with you to talk to you about your office. Okay. Now, so Professor Boadu, you are at the Jubilee House. You are at the Jubilee House. We want this thing cleared. It's simple. I was asking questions. And I need answers. That's why I'm putting this out. Obibaga said, Kevin, this Professor Boadu is the Jubilee House now. Why are you doing that? No. Professor Boadu, if you want this guy to stay in office, we are all going to get dirty. This man has caused too much damage to Ghana. He needs to walk. I'm asking about the employment process. Now, let's talk about something else. This is the story I wanted to show you. Now, from Asasi Radio, Ofori Atta Kevin Taylor say, Ofori Atta has undergone treatment but I'm not certain about his current medical condition. Ken Ofori Atta has undergone treatment, but I'm not certain about his current medical condition. Wilberforce Asare, political editor, Asase Radio. Asase Radio for political editor. Also, or 100% sure onim say Ken Ofori Atta akoye surgery, but onim the current condition, the current medical condition. Enti only the onim so aye surgery, but onim say Ken Ofori Atta to me nantio, so to me nantio, so humio, so to me humio. These are the people a very dangerous man, liars. And these are editors of Omonomuchiro News. Do you think this man will put anything out there that will help Ghana? No. These are the people who are writing to protect criminals. Asase Radio. Asase Radio nanga say siwono. E dia impact pa na eyo no Ghana. Apart from they taking everybody's resource to build that thing. So it's a simple thing. You need to understand Ken Ofori Atta na Ghana na ombano. Don't just see it as simple. The NPP as a political party, from Ekufuado to the last messenger, Ken Ofori Atta drew Ghana pe omunyina beko jail. And they will do everything possible to stop Ken Ofori Atta from coming to Ghana. When was the last time I would say Obi Ejina Radio so as an NPP person, whether senior, former cabinet member, or whoever? When was the last time I said Obijina TV so a defending Ken Ofori Atta as an NPP person and emphatically saying that Ken Ofori Atta has not committed any crime? Have you heard anybody say that? When was the last time these so-called MPs, have you ever heard him as the leader of the piglets boldly making a statement to say, we know as the minority, and even the NPP as a political party, have you seen or heard anybody who is in leadership, even Bawumia himself, who was at cabinet with Ken Ofori Atta the whole time? Have you heard anybody boldly say, I can stick my neck out for Ken Ofori Atta? All the allegation being thrown at him is a lie. He never did any of it. All that they are doing is that, oh, you are persecuting Ken Ofori Atta. The OSP, what he's doing is not fine. We are not supposed to say he's a wanted man. Ken Ofori Atta is sick. But they cannot come out and say Ken Ofori Atta is not a criminal. I have worked with him. He will never take a dime. Nobody can say that because the NPP knows. Say the Ken Ofori Atta will Ghana. Ekufuado will go to jail. Gabi will go to jail. Bamti will go to jail. Mahamudu Bawumia will go to jail. Kennedy Japan will go to jail. Brian Champion will go to jail. All of them will go to jail. They know. Inti Ken Ofori Atta is now the bile. Or na ye MPP bonyo no. Nanka who Ken Ofori Atta Ekufuado. You are sharp to react to everything. Adentina wu Ekufuado. You appointed Ken Ofori Atta as your minister for 8 years, technically. Now you started in some way for Ken Ofori Atta home. Because whatever we say about Ken Ofori Atta, at the end of the day, account. Because one here for 8 years, I was appointing na obrifu or cabinet. Why is it say Ekufuado has not been bold even a day to grant interview and say, you know what, Ken Ofori Atta, who is my family member, I appointed as the finance minister. I, as the president, I can vouch for him. He has not taken a dime from Ghana. Have you heard Ekufuado make such a statement? Ekufuado cannot make such a statement because Nana Danko Ekufuado himself, he knows Ken Ofori Atta has committed all the crimes that has been leveled against him. Because Yakrampo juma one chia or small jobs. Obo ye juma bank. Obo ye juma some factory. Na sa nipa ne started kan ho asem say accountant way or kromfo nipa na offer the juma na ye juma for 8 years no. Say nipa ne gini di say onya kromfo a that person is quick to come public to say no. I employed this guy for 8 years. He has run my books for 8 years. I know and I can vouch for this guy. He never stole from this company. Why do you think his employer, the person who even appointed him, Nana Danko Ekufuado, has not been able to boldly in public declare that Ken Ofori Atta never took a dime from Ghana? They know Ken Ofori Atta ye kromfo. Bawumia nim. Bawumia can never stand on any stage and defend Ken Ofori Atta. He can't. The day Bawumia will do that, I'll turn this platform and campaign for Bawumia. Me say, the day Mahamudu Bawumia will be courageous enough to pick a mic and say, Ken Ofori Atta did not commit any crime, and I will vouch for him. I will stick my neck out for him. If Ken Ofori Atta is found guilty of any crime, I will go to jail for him. So Bawumia to me make that statement to prove to us to say he sat with this guy through the 8 years at cabinet, and that he believes that this government wasn't a government of crimes. Na okanwa, I will campaign for Bawumia till I die. I will make sure Bawumia becomes Sana Meyamano. He cannot do it because Mahamudu Bawumia himself Ken Ofori Atta ye kromfo. Why is it that all the people who want to be president in a NPP today, why has nobody been able to boldly say, I am sticking everything out, I am putting my neck on the line? Ken Ofori Atta, who we are saying has committed or stolen from Ghana, Ken Ofori Atta has stolen nothing. And if today Ken Ofori Atta comes to Ghana and Ken Ofori Atta is found guilty, myself, I will go with him to jail. These people know Ken Ofori Atta is a criminal. Bawumia sat in the Jubilee House. He sat at cabinet. Bawumia nim dealings ninyina or no so benefit ye. Sa Ken Ofori Atta ura Ghana, Bawumia beko jail. Kennedy beko jail. Brandon Champo beko jail. Kentry beko jail. Kobne Japan kwa ron carbine on contract to Nyan beko jail. They all know. Almost soul Ken Ofori Atta. They know. Don't make this complicated for yourself. You know, they know. Since almost started a defend the party, a campaign, Senka, Omunim second of Rata, a Kufuado abandoning Bokronwa, they will be they will be quick to defend Ken Ofori Atta. Any platform they get and put everything on the line. But they cannot do that because they themselves, they know the damage Ken Ofori Atta has done. Hey, Mahmoud Bawumia, the political career now is in the hand of Ken Ofori Atta. All the corruption that he was involved in, all the contract ne brothers nyaye ne yire Samira contract omunyaye edanya kesia no musi, the way monies were moved from the finance ministry to give to Bawumia ne yire, the money they made, Ken Ofori Atta led it. They know. Into every time they bought Ken Ofori Atta di na Bawumia yemasoro. He's scared. Kene Japan contract okonya no cocoa board, contract onya Ghana gas, contract onya Tema oil refinery. The money Ken Ofori Atta Kene Japan enya through ECG. It was Ken Ofori Atta who gave him those things. They cannot tell me all the contracts they got. Ken Ofori Atta didn't know anything about it. They know. That is why everybody has moved away from the Ken Ofori Atta conversation. They don't want to speak on it because they know Ken Ofori Atta is a thief. Now Bawumia, only Ken Ofori Atta yejuma 8 years as the head of the economic management team. Why not also di Ken Ofori Atta who dance ye chen Bawumia? You Bawumia. Ghana sika seb wona na only Ken Ofori Atta te dem e calculate. So wuji Ken Ofori Atta this or legitimate on ball chrono to say wa. I don't want to defend Ken Ofori Atta. Why can't you defend him? I don't think Bawumia to be defending Ken Ofori Atta, but akusuro omunyina their life, their political life is changed to Ken Ofori Atta. All of them. And it's na omuya campaigner obianka Ken Ofori Atta asem. Now you go for the crampo or appointing Ken Ofori Atta on to be defending Ken Ofori Atta or any platform. So ask yourself why. Gabi Ochida couldn't mean baby and defending Ken Ofori Atta. Bumpty. Nobody is bold to defend Ken Ofori Atta and put anything on the line. Nobody. They know the guy did the job. They know the guy was the cash cow. They know Ken Ofori Atta was the mastermind of all the money they have made. Every single penny they made, every single dollar. Brand the champion contractor what mahabo. Mumusan say, or if more pare, contracting out mahabo no. Omode contract nation kofudim no. Who gave it to them? Brand the champion. Ana won cry mystery. Musha Brand the champion. Mumusan said, do you have a contract at Temaport? Hey. Mesemo party no 42 years, you stay in opposition. Sa fremo pare na onana mo say party asichinie no. Mumusa say a dear contract. Mumusa no mumusa hey mumusa be die tuo. Say final contract deal ben no peja sika e Ghana. Mumusa be die tuo. Akwa be the free Holland betem sika o Ghana. Hey When you na Kenofori Atta ba mbeko jail. Mama nipa charge ya own. And I trust the Attorney General to take action. You see, problem ni nyina Kenofori Atta. The moment you get for Kenofori Atta, kasa ni nyina nyetintin biem. Everything. Well, Kenofori Atta no, ono obewu adu no. And he will not go down alone. Wakachromo. If you people sit there for them to bring me, we are all going down. Ekufuado sorry we ye bibia bebe and Ghana de ye nyina ye hu de AC na na mese mon kan chane se on fra BBC mbra no defend Kenofori Atta. Kenofori Atta bagare Ekufuado be ko jail. And I can't wait to see Ekufuado pushed into Nsawam. I can't wait to see it. We need to jail Ekufuado to tell Ghanaian, the young people, something. I can't wait to see Ekufuado jailed for 40 years. Yes, I want it to happen. Because you see, damage Ekufuado it will take us over 40 years to recover. Now Fremont Pari we on the number of Fremont Pari. Time Kenofori Atta resigning as a finance minister, what did Ekufuado do? Nana Dankwa Ekufuado reassigned him and made him Minister of Finance in charge of international deals. Nana Dankwa Ekufuado knows the crime of Kenofori Atta. Or say, or your bear man or kanokre, not the show anguya. Ombra no mefani tibeto say Kenofori Atta has done nothing. Nana Dankwa Ekufuado, Kenofori Atta Ghana obeko jail. Yes, Ekufuado. Kenofori Atta Ghana, Ekufuado go to jail and he will die in jail. And it is not any breaking news biao. It is common sense. You should see it. Omomni Ekufuado ebo edi abansu 8 years. Nobody has been able or has been bold enough to stick their neck out for Kenofori Atta. Busa almost had intra. Gabi ochoda agunwe. Sanga mjenso one na utumi kana hwe atoso. Ne na atoso na we yi ne hwe ato nchen. Na o ka brofo chen broni. Why is he not sticking his neck out for Kenofori Atta? Paul Adomotri. So many your mama appointment. Why is nobody sticking their neck out to say Kenofori Atta, I am saying on authority? He didn't take a dime from Ghana. These are criminals. These are criminals. And you see, we might not be able to jail all of them, but still, something needs to happen. Some people need to go to jail to send a message. Like, this government has been in power for 11 months or 10 months, roughly. Let me tell you, Okra Oshamia, Sebio uni political appointment. Sebio usi umfa abansika da, umfa honka ubia, endi ubia sika, and the obicho say, opesa oduko jail. Why? Wako fa sorry sika. It is not going to take 2 weeks to take you to jail. So, nimsa. Wona wo hwɛ me na wo yɛ adana tereje na angeli yɛ adana me say wo Pentecost na wo hwɛ me no Assemblies of God na wo hwɛ me no Anglican need to say me na wo hwɛ me Roman ni no say accountant kro wo Roma sorry them edisika na edi ko gina quarter. You cannot put that accountant inside in less than 1 year. So it should tell you something. The fight Attorney General Ekono and Attorney General, we all need to make sure whatever we can do to force the system to get all these people back, we need to do it. So the Unyo Biti Kenofori Atta okuta billions. Unyo politicians who basically have run a country for 8 years, who know the holes, the landmines, they know everything, who have worked with Eddie, chief directors, who have copies of every document. You think it's easy? Attorney General Abemamo, update of the cases or pese or court here. Those people, they have money. They are not going to sit there and say win. They are not. Also, and they give to our catch them say wabodam on yen home fano. They will play. It is not easy like that. But you see, that should not also let us say we are giving up. We need to chase them into the hole. Nana Dankwa Ekufuado reappointed Kenofori Atta. Ekufuado or your crown 4 or see on one bush any old twin defender no, and you think Ekufuado will defend you? ono na busuani Ofori Atta senka Ofori Atta nwia yesika National Cathedral amena na da ho no senka Ofori Atta nwia yesika anke Kufuado na no den ka wo kasa adenti na Kufuado on kasa because Kufuado Ofori Atta ekute Kufuado shwa Yale trained, Columbia educated, one of the best American trained investment bankers. Ofori Atta left his data bank to follow me with his resources. One of the crazy things, people didn't believe in him, followed me to make sure I become president. Na yedi akwasi ahwenkofu amachi endede. Ofori Atta so didn't say gunechi osimenyankofo no yenyomo nana bubogum. Accent in him say French, say Arabico, say Americano, say British, drag addicts way, na ya shakwa way, na nuncio, and you know, and the data and Yale and Columbia American train, one of the best investment bankers, and everybody knows the job he's done. And it was so crazy when he decided to leave his position as the data bank to follow me around. And people didn't understand. Kwasi Asam say, hey, Rade. Hey, you for? Rade. Udi Ghana for so, Okasa Asante for Antiasie, Okasa Bono for Antiasie, Okasa Kovu Antiasie. They are Ghana so some Kwasi Asam with so, and now investment bankers and one of the craziest things that you've done. Not yet it is hard you was 8 years. Era de Kwasi bro. Go for pa di peja with hey. An investment banker and Yale trained, Columbia, an American trained investment banker, and one of the last things that he did was to decide to leave his position as data bank chairman to follow me, use all his resources to get me to become president. Washisha mamo. Washisha akata ni akacha. Washisha mamo. Ojamso de nse gunechino in this form. In 1999, na kwa be fascinated for se kenyine dwana kwasha bruchire. Eno kwoti te tokromwa no twen ya. Ye Jimmy oba ye musa question. And the white buyer, Oba no quote Genesis chapter 33, verse 14. Okum kom maba, yes, ye, NPP kwasiafo imprekwe di echiri. Kwasiafo no to parliament the catcher say, Ombeboa me ate mine. Na afenyo maka di timu se koko ne gugu di timu kwasia. Ne ye nyina ebu efidi amode ye. Inti ade chia, ne akoso license ntwen, ne akoto abama mo, na enwan te se mwasa aba biem. Investment bankers and the things that you said, and this is the reality. No credit na make catch. Mama obunfu. Onyan krani won pedokono. Enti nyabotre na mencheche wudu fo na wudi. Nyabotre na menkama na nyawo ya na ma wa adwini mbrefie. Undi dokono ye cheche muso na obuofu. E shut up mini bo. You see, these are all serious things that we cannot just let it slide kakra keke near Ghana near Sasibium, and they are cooking another Ofori Atta in the name of Bawumia, in the name of Kennedy, and Kennedy Japan. Bawumia, Kobre Japan, Kentry, and it Brandy Champon. Busa ho pa senkofu hwamu no mo bechichire man omo ba omo ka so mo peso mo be change Ghana de no mo peso mo be change hwan no mo peso mo ne chichire man hwan mo kojo pon kroma Samia Wukuya NLA Kronvoi. Why mu asenso buache. Why mu no mo bechichire man na yete ya ne ebusa. Aya mu shoba bubusa mo so oh ya pese atuma o na why na wo ne bechichire man no udi president why na no be govern. Aya na mo begira bodim a kere Japan begiru a no busa ken. Na o si awo no be di president why na no bechichire man no. Abozege ba mo se abo we dey nya bini asemo wo be di president hwan na no be chichire man no hwan mo na ne mo ba be chichire man no bumusa Kobre Japan no na mo so one hwan one engineers na be chichire man no okwakofa engineers association vo be chichire man no kenti educhu bumusa say na wo di president hwan na no be chichire man no hwan mo na person no mo chichire man no. These are questions you need to ask them, like, oh, give us an idea of the people you want to work with. We know you have not won the elections, we know you are not president, but at least you should have an idea. Right now, if you don't have an idea, that means you don't even know who you're going to work with. Give us an idea, 10 people that if you are given the nod, you will work with. But the same list. Fankoba for na. The same list. Who is he going for? Because enyansafo no mo na omoka no kure no, omo ne alankoyo chiramanta akoti UP. Omo gitum kakra se ye de ye di nkwasiasem na ye di Ghana fo abro, ye nya nkwasiafo biom no, omo nyina ko UP. And I don't think any of these candidates will go and pick anybody from UP to work with. So who are they going to work with? They are still going to work with these criminals. Intada mo be share omo no. Mo gan say mo share omo kwala no TikTok and Facebook. Mo say we dey be say busamo. Na o candidate no hwan na be ye dwuma. Dio me di matam ka kwase Kevin Taylor so ma ho abuofunu Kevin Taylor ma me agent mu ni ma na Kevin Taylor hwe ye say ono black Lebanese onim nyansa o ma say nwan opa ko mu feed so adom ye live bia ko ka say we dem sremu Canada Japan ba omia community omo ne hwan na be ye dwuma but as one be ka cho Kevin Taylor abuofunu be say ubu some question na that Kevin Taylor ye say obi akoyi ase hopes na do ya akoyi ase e na hopes na do ye say ohun say Samira ba omia huhum no ba Samira eti binim into so we nchia no enti hunhum no Samira so no nim so ono so ti binim ana ho san so hunhum no ohun se Samira ti binim enti omo bienu nyina prevent se obechi onyonko eno se Kevin Taylor di ba mu ba bia afa de ade na Samira ti binim a wenchia husband so Hobson so eti binim te se me de ma den me se mu share o am nko mo TikTok no so na mo nko mo Facebook o mba live a o mba ya na makoho. Please, where you pamcho? Oh, you want for so ye about me for share ye ideas. I said that's it. Ya pacho, we may nipa 10 pe. Kaba me wini and one no better mine. You so young wini. But dear, Bome who de basic 10. Won't you be so many? Can we tell you a bois? Me say, Omoba live watch na. Omoba TikTok swa. Moko am say. Akwa we anu we dey edam ase mumu ya hwanfo so ye ba omiafo ana mo so e se le kene dia na ekosi edase ya pamcho we dey ye pe obi ato ama no na yeso ye delegate for nkofo nim ye na nka ba omia wini a mo betima bo nipa du a obetumi ni o ma yedwuma we dey ye nim so nkofo a on dey o ma nipa du bo do meka kemtela ma mecha ase kemtela nya papa ono hwe ya wono ne ba me osebo bo ye nwan me say odia kokko busomo entoko bi ebesi no atani bi o medi no be nu ho kron boso ye gade ni adentia Kevin Taylor say bebusa question odi atem me say o chena Saturday o ma begusu say nwan o mo ba mo ko buso mo one question pe ba omia ne hwan ne be yadwuma o bi medi atem no urebefu da e wo o mo di atem Kevin Taylor so me o mo me president o NPP ankasa I am their president they don't even o mo mahama nyamo president o the NPP as a political party, I am their president. They see me as the president of Ghana. Yeah, and I will study here. Omu bomi dincha Mahama. And from day one, I'm a static assembly Mahama about power. Me catch him say, I will be the firewall around JM. No montiasie. So na a prophetic statement. Me catch him say, I will be the firewall. And as the firewall, so I'm bomi dincha to be GMD. And nothing MPP for be sitting there. If they don't mention me, they can mention JM. Because you see, my build the firewall. I am their president. Into omo jam omo hu no. Ya kata omo nyireni. Ya kata omo nyireni. They see only me. And I am the firewall. And it's na so omo tena se no mo kasa. They cannot MPP ni bi obetena radio so TV so Facebook it wan bomb me dia on to me kasa. Because to me, I am the president of the NPP. I decide their fate. I decide the direction of their conversation. Me say they cannot do a show on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and a show 30 minutes without anybody mentioning my name. Now when I president, president of the NPP. Tama January 17th, John Mahama switch Ghana for. Na me so me switch NPP for. Intina mo hu me no. Saturday na me NPP for me so second with me. I President Kevin Taylor, I swear to lead the NPP. Affirmation, assistance, dignity, suppressing, neck pressing, and making sure the commitment and the deliberation of murdering ourselves is a hyperinflation association. Yeah, it's me. And I'm your president in nine. Muntumi kasa without me. I am the firewall. Tell your Muhammad Boy Jumano. Muntumi. It me catch up 2020, 2021 say, I am building a firewall around John Mahama. Now we just say be diagro. I am your president. Sankasa, I was saying, and you check it, Nipa, you Thomas Amanakudi. Because you anticipate, Master, you turn too much. Ubu or top three, and this man training man too only. Because Ubu Mudi Master, do I. Because yeah, I'm a bit mutimi on day. Master, no. Onya too much dinto or too much freedom. The team and debt because of a master 5 and near Tomano. Now, Cosmas got to 4 near to 1 your money 1 pair. Anka or you may be uncle, but master and Dawson. And master, I did be a head there. It and a man for me take advantage. Your Tom master and cheap do moment master boy your ding. Master boy for internet for me 2 years idea way. Miss Bia me pe master no. Me bagana me fa me master and grow. Master. Me share that to kokono. Na me den ka take akra gu na me bubu master me master no me nka wo me bubu no piece na me dia Mexico kokoro na ebie bubu ogum ebubu guma ende oboa master me sane say enti me woni say sibia ye ne appreciate master nipa bi say master na enti na hu sa nyem rasra Allah when gum hala master no wonya master di fofofo ontua na nka otua ne free the bottom na ko master akasa ade nko nye onko South Sudan nko hwe master boarding no ba wonya no fofofo Ghana yeah, ni akoji say oh duba oh master ni asasa 10 amana no awe modiamo 9 months ebo adwuma the fight against Galamsey and you say omako baby a your friend no ye bia your friend no omako Chinese for 10 edu yawedu ena baby omko for ebusia in the Ashanti region Asante memu Chinese fogu atwumamponua ebo Galamsey de pin etokejeti o 240 Galamsey machine ebo adwuma wo atwumamponua o 24 nana wo fa ase ne mi o wonte nana hwene ye o medo atwumamponua ya Chinese fogu nwurem ebo adwuma de ye change saucepan ye change pipe hose anadu ya so light ma machine gina so de chan hene nana wasa asiso enche be dia kosi de me do na so do me machine we nyina ebo adwuma anadu da ewa atwomamponua ema otumfo se tutu na nante bantama hinante mampo hinante de ejosom hine ante kese ahemfo akase nyina obi ante de and 9 months for coaching Chinese for we nyina omu bo adwuma Chinese for 10 ewa santimemu time asante hima wu ye ma obi adaye enti yebetuma ma machine bi adum yebetuma ma obi afri enwurem nanso na yenye adentra atwomamponua alaji wai tin Mr. Chiki oyebue ye Chiki oyebue tin alaji famomo alaji gra me hunu system no so atwomamponua Asante hini krom Asante memu baby a Lion King eka akokoti emene ye because ye kosie na Asante hima ekrom obia daye Mr. P Mr. S get me videos of people going to bed at 7 p.m. because otumfo kasaye ede na esi ewo ye mansu ede na esi wa Asante memu adentina Galamsey machine igbo adwuma me na nante sesi Galamsey machine ye so na otumfo the headphones ahye na so na tie eye the podcast senior ya Santua ko Seychelles. The Ashanti warrior, Yas Santua, went to Seychelles because they wanted to murder her. She was a very vibrant, very strong woman who fought for her people. She was taken to Seychelles against her will. Inti machine is soon a boy, you might no 240 podcast. Otie how Yas Santua was moved from Ghana to Seychelles. Pen. Here, see, atwomamponua, yachi Chinese for 10. Hwanyama eye 9 months for ekohu ye egigim gain. Omoko Chinese for no 10 no. Almost register 2020 machine. Hey. Number ne bo no o se hu nipa kora ne dia atwema mponua santimemu. Yebu abo we wiase nyina yentumi mbu be entia gala. Otwen de wankwa ne wonam kɔ chia na achia denso embu ye sebio otwen de kroma memfa ne wam ade a akora ode ka bebe fie no sebio sa akora do tigya ho na obɔ besia miko obi na manka bi de na nka mekɔ akora nkenye ni nyina gala wo ho yentumi mbu be entia gala ne yebu betia ye nkwara ye nananom ye de suppress dipa ebe a ye bebu etia gala se Chinese ni a o se yensu no o se atopa o se nchetwie o se efiase no ye mbu sa abani bi machine is so de no 240 podcast. Yeah, Santua was a wonderful lady. Podcast nice fucking wey na 9 was for kwache. My men san chiramo some of the pictures we dwa hwe wo de ohu bibi da ana mu chaja tu mu de this is Naimos NDC Naimos ibu ejuma every day right now galam say and the yanyanka say hu say that impact sa pressure na was system ni mu a amanfo ye gala anyhow na I say e kofom one ka so be dia dance here NPP from beso be dia tum but people are working. This is Ashanti region Atwema Mponua ekuro your friend is saying team give me the name of the town ekuro your friend eye ebusua Atwema Mponua omoto abama NPP say Atwema Mponua ehon na etumika 33,533 MPP NDC 13 obawu what to say yebobo abawa Atwema Mponua da oni beje keke MPP 33,733 303 NDC 8 we mu de ntafo machines so da yente ye Atwema Mponua asantimemu to Chinese phone ni enomugu ono starlet almost our pump action kikiri he muza tanyan ye na nasa aseso yada ne nkoa ye ni agasi aseso yada ne nkoa Chinese phone kutekute wa asase so e kire aban free kran e be tata wo mo enso tumi wa asantimemu tumi power is sitting in menhia nana ede ne yedi tumi ne ye me do and also do me o chenchen hene Kevin Taylor na me na mabai na edie na ye di tumi na ye tumi fa tumi ni ntie podcast o nana because se panye to kedetia na ketia panye to ketia na wotia nana se machine etsi Atwema Mponua ebo adwuma da nana men share headphones entie ya Santua podcast. Ya Santua was a wonderful lady obekona nana machine si Mponua na ebu adwuma dididi eye dede a Atwema Mponua hene ono so ne nitua a breaking day bia ye sort no waye din intu beko no Atwema Mponua hene no ono so ato Beats headphones wahye and ode ne iPhone ato eye de podcast how Okomfonochi came to Ashanti region. Okomfonochi was a young man and a blacksmith. Okomfonochi was a sexy man who was a hustler and decided to move because he lost his father. The Ashanti kingdom needed a leader, a fetish priest who could lead them to the golden stool. Enti Atwema Mponua hene enso tie podcast and a Chinese for the bogum. I am funny in tie podcast o. And a Chinese for the boat to no muji gold ne deko. Podcast they end no na kasa se hantam na bibia ni so. I am for akese tie podcast. And eye de ehiafo mankwasiafo tete ase e defend the podcast. Ansana make kind of simple sa no. And yehu bibia. One day to one bibia ye sie ye nananom. Bibia ye nananom ye kokora omochi. One day ye to ho na bibia ye nananom ye kora omochi ebo paye yi apaye gusu no ye betu gala. Na manfo bi nim say bibia ye dunda ne ye ndrunde. Nti anya hu bibia be se imbre bi bedu. Bibia ye sie ye nananom a ye bo ho ban ema ne ye ne ye asante no. Dako ye be sorry na obi edi amene firi Atwema Mponua nam foma be pie ye nananom nda ase. Na dako ye be bie ye nananom nda epono no na bibia ni ho. And this is something we need to think about. Me say, yeah, boy Juma the Chinese for we. Yeah, boy Juma. Chamfan is so sa in Tonton Grant to me na. Nina nanante the netie podcast. Eya atwuma imponua hema na otie podcast how Asante Kotoko was formed. Asante Kotoko Football Club was formed in 1935. It was a club that the people loved. Asante Kotoko was supposed to be great. They have played so many continental games. They have won the Ghanaian League several times. Their rivals, Accra Hearts of Folk, who are always into Kinky, have always tried to destroy Asante Kotoko. Uku apema apembeba because Bruni nekai. Achuman ponya hema su tie podcast o tie how Asante Kotoko was formed. Yeah, there's three. One day, that young penny for any and ananom, yet you go on sat near the Omoko Seychelles. Yes, I did Kevin Taylor at I said, Monsieur. And then I inform us and Timemu Omoda on the podcast. Yanti, dear call ye tier podcast. Gala etu me. Me say gala etu me. A day na esi ama gala etu me. Ama gala etu me. And the to me ama gala etu no. Na ya tia sa asiso. Na ya nananom. Ya nananom amu shenkom. Ya nananom a omudi enibre. Edi omu moja etwaso. A boy asase ho ban. Asante Kotoko. Eye konfonochi ebri ni mojeni. Ofre nananom efrin sedo edisika kokko edisika dwakofi ehye yensa. Ende minute yi eye den bibia ye frɛ no eye gala etutumi. Gala etutumi. Adentina gala etutumi. Gala etutumi. Ye re efi ho say ya saasi en nananom di jaye. Adentina ende aponua eye atwuma ponua ende galamsey champagne esisu de ayama gala etutumi. Gala etutumi ama gala so etutumi. Adentina tumi ama gala etutumi. Adentina tumi apenema gala etutumi. Gala etutumi. Idrisu wakasa, and it's quite interesting. Or say I instruct the Ghana Education Service. I instruct the Ghana Education Service to ensure that the use of the mother tongue is compulsory in schools. And the Education Minister say, what the Emra Ama Ghana Education Service for say, Yekuro Mukasa, Yeka say enkran, Awana, Aigbe, Enzema, Asante, Infante, Kou, Equiapem, Hausa, Krobo, Dagari, Dagomba, Wala, Bibia Kasa Ekaninano. And the Education Minister said, Akorabia who kwine se obekan school. And this is one of the best things, Mati, in 2025. This is one of the best things. This is the best thing, Mati, in 2025. In the end, this Yabano, Minister of Education, how do so? I've told you, you are doing well. Make sure the school that have opened SS, I am telling you, that one there, I'm not going to spare you on it. Make sure there's nothing like shortage of school feeding. School let it go. You have hijacked it. Let it go. But this one there, you have done well. How do I do to say? Why are they? What my instructions say Ghana Education Service. Yanyanka say krom kasa yeka. Say hauzo, say walo, say dagoma kaso, say kusasi kaso, mampurisi kaso, infantio, asantichio, krobo, ko kaso, or say equiapimo, enkran kaso, kasebia yeka Ghana kasebiano. A church for ni ho kwan say, sa akorebia ba school. Na one ne nyonko akora kan kran kasa was say teacher ni kasa mamon kabu krom kasa. Say akora no class. Na ebia enye teacher de gina omanim na ebia ode English echechrema I said basically ode echa de na se enkora no school na omu didi omo ho nkomo na se omo kasa omo ankasa te eye omo mother tongue eye kasa sebio omo te ofie a teacher ni bia ne ho kwan say obe shame akwara bi ana say obeka say akwara bi yem punish no because one kabrofo. And this is one of the most important things, sir. Aban we are here. I will do everything possible to keep this government in power for 42 years. Yeah, bro. Me, I went to international school through my life. Throughout my life, international school. Now, it is tough for you to even speak a chi, infante. How was that? Some of my mates, Mimi school, it was close, and I said it is close to Zongo. So I had a lot of mates, normally in Krimu forma. I had a lot of mates, how a infante forma, a side bang, the settlement, infante for power, obuasi. A side bang, every single language, but for some reason, the kids in school and the people were not comfortable speaking even Omwankasa Krum Kasa. And at a point, so be kachi, no kind of vernacular or something. Now, Sakurebi by mistake, a bit to me. We were playing break time. And I said, Mikachi, Kasa, and Bibi. They went to, you see, it was so demeaning. And until say the year, say I'm fine, you will not understand. Before that, near there, yes, some of my classmates, my colleagues, my friends in school. School no to me ma ekọ baby to say a butchery, and I said my anka slaughterhouse. Na bones na sebio emwano eye kakas no dompe no ne ade no omo ye free mu no. Na ye school na kofa ba. Now what they do is they make it in the form of necklace. Into abuane jaw na they find a way to tie a rope to make it look like a necklace. Into akwarabi kachi, akwarabi kahauza. Na and the bad part of this whole thing was that Yaman Kurana omoye yenyen nan for no, they feel say sanadam for krampo ekachia, the kids are able to go, the kids are quick to report omo for to omo teachers to say Kevin Taylor is speaking vernacular. Kwame Martin is speaking Chi. Jeff is speaking Hausa, and the worst part is they will put this around your neck. I'm talking about an international school. And it wasn't just the school I went to. There were other schools they wrote demeaning things on papers, on cards, on placards, whatever, and they hang it on the kids' omukum for them to wear it throughout the day. Until you could see some of the kids. Now, break time, they cannot go out. It happened to me. I mistakenly spoke Chi. Mistakenly. It was during break. And my friends went to report me to my teacher, and I had no option than to wear the necklace of shame. And maybe I was able to go through this and forget about it easily. But maybe there were some other kids that they could not get away with this, or they could not get out of this. And as I speak to you, in 2025 in Ghana, there are schools still doing this, maybe in a different form, maybe in a different way. And these are some of the ways that you inquire the spirit. Some of us, we have strong spirits. Some of us, we are bold people, we don't break easily. But I know Biana is strong not to break easily. And it will shock you, say, in 2025, your school sibu according to me kachi. In fact, some of the parents are reporting their kids to schools. Say, this is my child. When I pick the kid to the house, now or kachi, I don't like it. Punish my kid. It is happening. And sometimes when you go to Ghana, you see some of the kids being forced to speak English, and you know, it is madness. It does not make sense. And there's this thing of elite group. There are some group of people in Ghana say Yabana and Kabrofwa, we are not going to agree. So akurana kura oyen fantini ba, akurana oyen kraini ba, akurana oye dagatini ba no. The kid lives in Ghana and cannot speak any Ghanaian language. And some of the parents see that as a status in life. And this is despicable. This is bad. When you come to America, the Spanish people are forcing their kids to speak Spanish. The Indians force their kids to speak Indian language. The whatever. But when it comes to we Africans and specifically Ghanaians, me, in my home, I'm the only person who speaks a Akan language. It makes it easy. So obano ne bema nyina ekakasa ba kwa. It makes it easy for the kids to pick up. My wife understands pidgin. But I mean to me for pidgin in German. As I sit here, I'm the only person who speaks a Akan language. And I can kasa omifie. It makes it difficult to be able to let the kids learn it because it becomes a one-way thing. Now, when you have two people, ebi omo Ghana for, na say ebi omo ye Infante for, omo ye Asante for, omo ye Nkran for, the parents speak into the kids, they follow. It is easy for the kids to adapt. So those ones are easy. And there are people here who are doing everything possible to get their kids to even understand the language now. Baby omu free no kasa. But when you go back home, where we speak the language frequently and everything that we do is just the language, the Ghanaian is preventing the young Ghanaian kid from speaking Nkran Kasa, from speaking Chi Kasa, from speaking Awusa Kasa, from speaking Nikrom Kasa, and it is terrible. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, what the heck is going on? And the Oba Ghana, I've been coming to Ghana of late. And then when they speak, they want you, the person listening to them, to feel, say, yeah, they're chi, they're yentio, yeah, they're akankasa, they're good, sir. And mostly these girls. Now it's a flex when you try to speak in a certain way where so kachi krampa mema chi ni de, and then people will respect you. So kan krankasa, you need to slang it. So now obi beka say we dey nkran on till inti or ka hausa kasa we dey hausa no on ti, and the stupidity. There were so many of these slave queens on Twitter, and when you even ask them, you're on fantiform ma, you're who omo ya dem fantiform bet one show omo to omo no mo chere grammar or Twitter. They want fantiform ma, and ubuta no fantika sa. I just say we Jimmy, but broni no tia broche no. Wo sa mo kuya na we Ghana ni ba no. They don't respect no matter the phonetics, no matter the grammar you have learned, and trying to sound intelligent amongst Ghana for no. Oh, who say we are dream bi kuraman? You cannot impress broni. For broni to sit in a room and clap for you and say, hey, abayiwa we free Ghana the otibrofu. Now otibrofu dey na unti CNN. The inferiority complex and the foolishness amongst us. Look at the Kufuado. Oti chipa. Oti achimkasa pa. But Kufuado nimseni ye Jimmy. He speaks in a certain way. When it comes to the Akan language, he needs to slang in a certain way. And some people because say, where do you antikasa no, where do you niminyansa? And that is why we are here today. Ye Jimmy. Today when you go on Twitter, some foolish idiot only wants to tell you, say, media or grammar wenye, and so no need. We need the kids to believe. And it's not the last time I went to the north, I'm called the Red Clay, Ibrahim Mahama, the museum, no, and yet John Mahama knew Ibrahim Mahama. I'm talking about Ibrahim Mahama or artist. When I went to his art museum, Red Clay, no, there was something I saw. You could see, say, the young people around that museum, art museum, no, the kids own it. They own it because Ibrahim Mahama has made them believe, say, the art here speaks to you, and it should speak to you in your language. You are not supposed to just observe it. You are supposed to own it. This is what we came to inherit. So you see the people there, and one of the most genuine people I have seen in Ghana, my first time visiting Ghana since a woman was recently. And the genuineness I saw in the northern region, the way people are basically in bed, they are enshrined, they love their dialects, the way they don't want to leave what makes them northerners behind. That is what the uniqueness I saw about them. It does not matter where you find them. They will let you understand that there's something that I'm carrying with me. I am not going to let it go. And that is the uniqueness about northerners. But when you come down the south, Infantini Bema, Asantini Bema, Kwasiampenyi bi, Infantini Bema, Kwasiampenyi bi, Enkraini bi, Okosku ka krebro kwa tibrofu Jimmy bi pe, ohuni kasa na yɛde kyerɛ ne krampo sɛ it is not good. Yɛ kasa onka ohyia nipa ya omba bebre san kwasɛ deɛ mebufu kura ne saa maa no motofa nyina yɛ Ghana toɔ. Sɛ wokɔ na kɔ BBL ba ɛtoɔ no cells na ɛwom na yɛ Ghana foɔ to untumi nya ho hwee. Broni hu a ohun sɛ still o ya ketia te sɛ me ekɔ. You cannot impress the white person to think you are better than them. You are a fool. With Jimmy. And now they are teaching English. One can wait. This sentence was supposed to put this way. And a year dang. We need to let the kids own the language. We need to let them have belief in the language. We need to let them feel confident. Mamaka will be show. So who Ghana near why na adwene say Debiano, they want to make you feel say omo inferiority complex. Apart from that, they don't have anything. Mamaka will be show. So we Ghana ni ba. So we Ghana ni bema. Na or chichi no ho say only the until local dialect bia, and this is all that otino sani pano or inferiority complex. They don't have anything apart from that. Because you see, when you take that from them, they become a chaff. They become waste bag. They don't have any identity. There's nothing that will make them unique in front of somebody who is not Ghanaian. There's nothing. When you meet somebody from Sudan, they'll prove to you that they are from Sudan. When you meet somebody even from... Recently, I met a woman. Zara had a birthday. One of her classmates for Omoye Moroccans. And when Yaya Zara birthday, no, and then the classmates in the bay, my many a Morocco ni. And interestingly, I didn't even know. Yeah, Kasana Mama Kachem said that day, the day we're having Zara's birthday, that was the day Manchester was playing a year in Liverpool. So at the birthday grounds, I was still watching the game on the phone and I was still taking part in. And I'm a so soccer pa. In the conversation, na me madam for Ghana ni bi na ho. Okacha say ni kunu ye Egyptian. But the funny thing is, the two of them, they speak different language. Now you see, by Ghana, you're doing some Moroccans and Egyptians are all Muslims, so they have to understand each other. It doesn't work like that. People own where they come from. People believe in what they come from. The woman was like, you know, the Under 20 World Cup, Morocco is playing Argentina, and I'm proud to be Moroccan, and you can see it. But anke Ghana ni ba na nkominini jina wo on pese obe pese free Ghana. Afena obedi nkurasesem abekire se otebrofo chen buroni. Meme fie 365 days in a year. Obi ani wakatwi wo me fie o. I do my best to even let my kids and my wife understand twi ba mienu bi. I am trying. Inti that inferiority complex Jimino, and the problem is the middle class in the future. So this is one of the best things this government is doing. This is one of the best things. The kids need to own their language. They need to own it. Kofi Annan rose through the ranks to become the UN secretary. Kofi Annan never had an accent. Kwame Nkrumah went through hell to get to where he was. Kwame Nkrumah never had an accent. John Dramani Mahama hena onkoye, but he speaks plain Ghanaian English. Atamils was a professor. He's traveled around the world, met different people around the world. He's still stuck to his local accent. J. Kufuor, I'll give this to him. Never tried to slang. He owned his language. He spoke. Look at these clowns, these fools. Look at this nonsense. We sit there, we cannot own anything. This is something we have to take very serious. We are not supposed to joke with this. This is the beginning. This is the beginning. We are changing our country. We are changing it for the better. We need to let these kids own our language. I wish my kids could speak fluent Fanti. I wish they could. Don't underestimate these things. Ye Jimmy Dodo. Ukuhuko for Ghana. Na miti omkase bi mishom some Jimmy o. I have lived in America a couple of years. I never wish to have an accent. I don't even want it. I don't even want to have an accent. I don't even want somebody, I don't want to change my accent. I don't even want somebody to say you don't have an accent. No, I want people to say you have an accent. Where are you from? And I'll tell you I'm Ghanaian. I don't want anybody to see me and say, are you an African American? I don't even want that. So when I speak to you as a Ghanaian. I am not going to fake any accent because I want you to ask me, where are you from? Where are you from? I'll tell you I'm Ghanaian. I'm African. And then Jimmy sir, right now we sit here. Bro, for Jani Jimmy B. It is not here. Udru Ghana na unsa manfwe Jimmy. I don't know. Right now it's a competition among parents. The foolish middle class. Hey, my son there, you know, until if you speak to him in Chi until when they have come. Also, ma, it is not me who do it. Oh, my daughters, this house there, if you come here and you don't speak English, our children, they don't understand. If you come to our house here there and you don't speak English, these children there, you know them, they go to international school. Everything you say, they don't understand. Because the kid does not even know who he or she is. They don't represent anything. Ghana kasa. Somebody will know straight up they are Americans. Until they tell you, and it's because I want them to carry the Ghana with them. Dino, I have a Ghanaian in it. Send your baya obi Google me banner in the future. No go be baby. This kid has a Ghanaian descent. Intime member Ghana di womudimu. Jewish name plus Ghana name because I want people to trace where they are from. But who be Ghana and now this house there, you know my children, they don't speak to you, so they don't speak Ga, they don't speak Hausa. 10 year boa ufri srim abetan crying omba entu ukrom kasa. Now obano ko ukromwa. How is the person or the kid going to own baby ufri? Uhu Ghana for ukrom ha now ni omokasa. Adeba kwa ya time, and one thing my wife hates. Adeba kwa mejiri any Ghanaian or pese or slangy. She hates it. And she keeps saying, what are you doing? Oshia Ghana nibina or pese or say, well, I had any time. I said, what is this? Own your language. Speak as a Ghanaian. Just let people know who you are. Just speak. They don't even want people to know some Ghana for. They are forcing to change who they are. They are twisting their tongue. It does not matter what you do. It does not matter what you do. We are Ghana ni. Kwa Ghana mehe international schools be brain kwa siade. Enkwa siade. Enkwa nyada ni jimi no nam Ghana. Omu nyada ni jimi. Because what do they represent? They don't represent Ghana. And they cannot come here and beat the kids here. So what do they represent? Nothing. They are raising the kids like chicken. I'm going to resume to say broilers. I'm going to resume to say just chicken. The kids don't represent anything. And to be doing I'm to show need to slave now. Slavery now you free mono. You're free still. We are still in there. We are still in there. And now Ghana now share Ghana near. Sometimes people ask me, Kevin, you have lived in America for some time. You still try to speak and make Ghana. I say, yes, that is what I represent. I don't need to fake any accent for you to like me or for me to feel something free Ghana. No, I'm not going to fake any fucking accent. I'm going to make you understand. Me a Ghana ni. And that makes me proud. Kohe Joy News. Omugusua. Good evening. Come to Joy News. And Mr. Dear Jimmy, go to South Africa. Go and watch their SABC, South African Broadcasting Corporation, or whatever. They are speaking in the belly. They are speaking Zulu. They are speaking South African. And the GBC Krano, hardly do you hear them speak local dialect. Obiapo share adult education in Adagbani. Nobody watches adult education in Ghana. Adult education in... Nobody does that. Because the system, no, we have artificialized the system. The system is weak. And people are able to penetrate and use us as modern day slaves. And every young person wants to have a blue collar job or wants to sit in the office. Nobody wants to be an artisan. Nobody wants to be seen as being an African who is trying to create something for himself. It's all about you can be an African and still be valuable in the technological world. That's how it works. You can be somebody who is an African who is basically building yourself as an African in the technological world. You are not supposed to fake for the technology to accept you. No. Technology is built for everyone, and technology is accessible. You will have to find a way to make it easy for yourself. It is not because your technological world, you have to change who you are to know. You can still be who you are. You just have to make sure it benefits you. Into your queenie, that's what person who use technology. You can still use the technology to do a queano, but your Ghanaian should not leave you. That is the principles of life. By a Jimmy. Ye Jimmy, majority of us, the middle class. Jimmy chain bibia. Ye Jimmy and the Ghana. Oka brofo unim nyansa. Ekufuado ka brofo we wiase nyina. We Jimmy Chan no matre. Ekufuado brofo e wo Ghana nyina oka ni nyina. We Jimmy Chan no ma 10. And this is what we have been talking about all these years. We need to own this. This is what PTA needs to represent. This is what we need to push. This is what we need to stand behind. The kids are supposed to be comfortable speaking their local dialect. They need to own it. They need to own it. They need to be comfortable in their language. Ye Jimmy o. Ye Jimmy o. Brakromo habeshe. Come to America and see. Oba wusuwiti. Utumi shia Ghana ni. Utumi shia Ghana ni. Na opeso ene so American or fake accent. Me say who bodam. Who are you faking that accent to please me? Me akobedu. You are faking an accent to please me. Oh, bodam. Let's start from home. Now, sad girls way. They think they can be on Twitter. They can sit on Facebook, on TV, and talk a certain way. And then they are so excited when people tag them. Hey, where do you want to brofu? Brofu na wote ya don't look at CNN. BBC intention kwa won't mafanye. You don't represent anything. You represent nothing. They just ridicule you because at the end of the day, Obano to be called Chrome Kasa, to me the attitude the bra at the Mabibi, Ecosu de Brano, or no, we see her as more valuable than you. You are just an artificial model walking around. On Tibrofun Chambro ni. Obe who am not to Twitter. Now I'm on market English. Now I'm TV. So now, Mr. Hey, Krasini ba obechere brofu. Now only mama mbechere brofu nankasa no. Broni na or the dictionary bechere Ghana for any Africans no. Or corona or the yakasa eko. Obesuya yakasa. Broni na or the brofu ba ye no. Broni na Obama never try na or the brofu ba ye no. Or never try no. There was a reason why he wanted to learn our language. You know why? Because if he learns our language, it makes him more valuable than you. Because one, you are limited when it comes to onone kasano. And yet, and at the powerful no. We are not concentrating. Energy me. Slaves. Packaging. A here for. How many $5 million in put our accounts a dozen? 5 million cities grabbing our accounts also won't teach you. $5 million a cities in our accounts also what you brought from Guanauka. $5 million and Asama Toa. Untuminya 5 million cities and to chow was the brofon guana oka oh bodam. There's a new story here I want you to know, and it's good because well 5 minutes to end today's show. And the president, you know, launched another thing which is very important. The free tertiary education for persons with disabilities initiative is not an act of charity. It is an act of justice and equality. John Dramani Mahama. And John Mahama, the president of Ghana, launched what we call free tertiary education for people with disabilities. Hey! And Obia Nehwaka. Obia Sebio. Menoka say, we did them. Opese Okos coupon. And this you're buying edi eyedie emraba se omuko school pon etumi to go school pon a omumu bie ni wa omubetua school fees. This is what we call a government that cares about the vulnerable. And John Mahama wa lanche enti se obi etumi qualify pass na sebio ne ho aka ana we ho didam sebio ye ni frani sebio ye twa de nan sebio bibi nti onte se wo ne me na ye frɛ ne sebio obi a ne ho aka saa nipa no tumi ewura school pon mu, whether university, whether nursing training, whether a teacher training, whatever, any tertiary institution aya aban dia no. John Mahama aban say what's that Ghana ni no ewura ho as a person with disability a untua school fees. Hey master, when you joke, this is giving people who would have never gotten any opportunity to be considered humans. You are giving them life. Mr. B, I left a video I wanted to play. There was a gentleman who was basically at the event thanking the president. And you could see that he was very pleased. He was very pleased of what the president has done. And Mr. P, I think it's in when we were having the editorial meeting, it was in there somewhere. Try and find it. I sent a link into the group. The man was pleased. Thank you. This government is giving life to the lifeless. What we are doing for people with disability, giving them education, tertiary education for free. This is what Kwame Nkrumah would have done. And I'm sure wherever Kwame Nkrumah is today, he is very pleased with John Mahama. Obia sebio wedi dem a obewura tertiary institution a eya aban de bia no, you will not pay a dime. Free education, free tertiary education for persons with disability. Don't underestimate this. This should keep this government in power for 42 years. It is not a joke. This is not something we need to celebrate. This calls for a 1 month celebration. But you see, this government say omo lanche adebikwa a lifetime life saving. They don't even make noise about it. These are not things John Mahama has to be on a fancy train and making noise and NPP for NABCO. You see the nonsense all over the place. This is an initiative. This is something that you cannot just walk by and say it is not impactful. This is impactful. This is not something you sit and say, wait a 2-day wonder. This is changing lives. You are giving people with disabilities their life are hundreds and hundreds of years. Obimpon to be for momo. Go to tertiary and go to tertiary for free. For free. Educate yourself, get all the opportunities you want and become. And I know because of this decision, in some time will come, we will have somebody with disability leading Ghana as the president of the republic. We will get there. We will get somebody with disability exceptionally or intelligent or forth thinking. Or obia onimi nyansa obetume di man so we will get to that point where somebody with disability will be the president of the republic, and it is possible, and I believe it will happen. All because we have given them an opportunity. Let's not underestimate these things the government, the president is putting in place. Mama yemfe ndiagro. Other people in other countries are screaming and saying, when will we get a government that will do this for us? Ghanaians, people with disability in Ghana today, they have this. Now, yampo ana baku mienu bi wo ana okay. Yankoda. It's exactly 8:01 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. In Ghana, it is 12:01 a.m. I really appreciate every single thing, every single support. And I believe, we have not done this alone all these years. It is the support and the genuine support you guys have given us. Myself and my team, on a normal day, after elections, when we're able to bring a government to power, this platforms like these are supposed to lose a lot of listenership. We are supposed to be on the defensive naturally. People are supposed to be like, sir, Juma said your Mahamba power, your Mahamba power. What is so interesting, but we are growing, we are becoming bigger. The attention is still here. It's because of you and I, the way we have been able to hold this credibility of checking the system to make sure truth leads. Truth is what we use to govern. That is why we are here today, where even at 12 midnight, 12 a.m. in Ghana, you still have hundreds of people sitting in their homes. They have things they can go do. People are supposed to travel tomorrow. On YouTube, you have close to 6,200 people. On Without Due Respect page, you have almost 1,400 people. On Loud Silence TV page, you have almost over 200 people. On TikTok, you have how many people on TikTok? On TikTok, we have 141 people at this time of the night. It shows you people are ready to make sure you're the nokre achichirmaino. And I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with you. It is the belief you have in this platform. It is the belief that you want us to use the truth to guide this nation, guide this government, protect each other, so that Ghana na yepenu we can get to that part. Yenyine ni beji. Obi eni wa yakora wa ha. Se mitwa wontra onya akora wa ko school to semi, you will know. There is a reason why you are here every single day watching me. It is the same way every Sunday you go to church. There's a reason why you walk to church, you sit in church, because there's a belief. And I can't take the credit for myself. I have a team I work with. They work so hard. Menoka said they are working on Monday's work. It's tough. That is how difficult this job is. And that is why we've been able to lead when it comes to news, when it comes to social, political issues, breaking the issues down. The moment the show ends, we start Monday's production. And you have also been on standby every time. So Bikurapo started Jandama. You go into my emails, you see a lot of people sending me messages. On the company email, my personal, Kevin, this one, talk about it. Somebody's lying. Kevin, this one, your team, you should talk about it. It shows that you people don't want to give me Janapo. Muntia Sebu. G-Tech for boss na. Or what G-Tech no. And there will be competition G-Tech for. Say, una de bia o say obi nya professor. Oh, sorry, I will see Obinya doctor. Where can a professor was on Tiasia, coach power professor and bachelor, and couldn't tell your professor. Obika say, oh, yeah, dear, Osdabi, Onyam Uni Masters. Papa win an ASRD, your friend, Mr. Jinapo. Now, Obi petition a year, Mr. Jinapono G-Tech, and he said, on one casa Jinapo, or no. On find the credentials and match, and one trade your money, your professor. Because I guess you're a footballer. Obi to be friend home footballer. But you have to prove beyond reasonable doubt to say, oh yeah, professional footballer. And then will be a professional footballer from anybody who calls himself a footballer. And the same man, and Chebia, Debia no Janko for hey, whoa, for certificate to Tunchan, young Frau Dr. Bill, hey, whoa, you professor the free war, Menam Yaji Tech boss, and there, your competition on one casa. The watchman is going to be watched. Now your petition, no, Obi petition say, whoa, Mr. Jinapo, Ona Director General. Ya pese uchirem wankasa ofro ho professor wankasa se we doctor wankasa chirem ye se ne ye ya wunya o professorship no na ekwan be so na ofanya ye because yet ya na yenya professors okrom papa we can say so me professor for kra omo nchire beyond reasonable doubt the man chire some your professors and yet just amanfo be chire say oh I have this, I have been to school here, or say it is not enough papa we. That is what he told Ghana for. Or see, it is not enough. Show more to prove, say, inti Ghana or sorry, you doctor ni free so, you professorship ni free so. Wo wonya papa we only your friend Mr. Jinapo. Now recently na obi petition on Wankasani office G-Tech. Somebody petitioned his own office. Na nipa ni petition here, nipa ni busa simple questions. And those questions, the person was expecting Mr. Jinapo to just be man enough and prove to Ghana for say, Sibia or namna or yes, when your professor, menam ya GTech boss, or professorship no enya legitimate if we say, even though work school and went to man said the reason why your professor, Papa, we yes, I do Ghana hand and kruma and I embarrassing kofo gun kofo ni masi. Now, petition by say or no so. Send a year obey professor. Send a year obey position that would on chile yemfa engineer swamra. As simple as that. Now, this is a petition. Request for information on the academic credentials and professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General of GTech, sorry. So, what's your petition heading now? Or C, request for information on the academic credentials, that is one, and professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General, GTech. The petition was specific on some things. Now, so I petition him, I didn't know Mubusa to tell this man, on chair, say, or no, so no, and he said, the professorship different in sim. Pursuant to the Rights to Information Act 2019, Act 989, I respectfully submit this request for information regarding the academic credentials of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, the current Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, that is DTech. Petitioner question say, this request is made in the public interest, guided by the principles of transparency, accountability, and integrity expected of leadership in Ghana's tertiary education sector. Specifically, I seek information on the following. Information bena petitioner no ACK. 1. They say Ghana grow ebo. Bibia game. Bibia fake. Ghana azamfo nkwa. Doctorate professor de. Be nipa be break Ghana kure and Jinapo we Ghana kure ndi achi no. Inti nipa no petition eye GTech Jinapo no ye Director General. Now, read nyama na obusa ne point 1. The type and title of his terminal academic degree, or say the type and title of his terminal academic degree. That is 1. Terminal academic degree. Type. Secondly, nipa ne se obese obusano. The awarding institution. Eye school kra omode sa de ma eye den eye Mr. Jinapo. 3. Clarification as to whether his promotion to the rank of professor occurred while he was a faculty member at the University of Education, Winneba, or during his secondment to GTech. And here 3. Yes. Point and here 4. No, point number 3, no say, and very important. The publications he submitted, point number 3, or say the publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. Publications he submitted. The publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. The petitioner was specific on some things. Up submissions, up publications, up things like type and title of terminal education or academics. Obusa about institutions that awarded those credentials. Na enye vague, sir. He trimmed it to specific things na ohia to prove to us, say, Mr. Jinapo is legitimately or ye a legitimate professor. Otigana and na. We kasa osonya professor. Jene title. Ogun kofu di masiro. Ende trap nachi bela mame. Point 5. Any official records, correspondence, or CV on the file with GTEC that confirms these academic credentials. It was see GTEC for no so enko omu document omu records him. Document be a woman ebetumi prove in the first, second, third, fourth point in no. He is waiting to see. Now here today, the head of GTEC, Professor Jinapo, the director, Onona and Ghana, Oba, also wonya professor, wonya doctor, wo the animentiasie, school ban akoye, na den a chess or professor. Some for crab catches on your professor, omu credentials, be also on tiasie, nipan improve beyond. Because obi abet my professor, obet my associate professor, obet my professor. I know sometimes the original say, "Oh, we are Professor Matthias, but show me the amount of your professorship." No, inti. Also, we say Jinapo doesn't just ask for certifications; he asks for a lot of work that was put into making you get those certifications. And no questions, Ribina petitioner no was asking the work that he put in to call himself a professor today. There's a difference between you showing your CV and you showing the works that you did to make you get that professorship title. And that was what the petitioner was seeking or is seeking. Now, Yambusa, this man has responded today. And I'm a great. Besides, okay, this man has responded. He is the Director General of GTEC. And a letter we have a canonsa. And at the end of the day, though, Onwangasa answer the questions. Onwangasa answer the questions from letter na petitioner Unya. Now let's go see the answers he himself gave to Yeni Ghana for. That from Monday, so we'll be in front of Professor Ogana, we will see. And if he has that mandate to tell anybody that that person is a professor or a doctor or whatever, that whoever is, now, the news publication no is simple. Mamem chiro a year the letter no the ochro in response to a year petition. And then Friday we are not rushing through anything. Come on, pedokuno rough. Mr. P say ekuecha sobolo na I keki a freezy eden ana ohu say na light ni. So below na ekute ekwecha no na freeze na keki into nya so below no way abra light no ekwecha de e be dissect ekwecha baby obi on twa me ekwecha so below na ekuta no na freeze na ice wom na e din ekwecha so ka che light no so below into so below nya way ekwecha de be na asem so oso awagimi onyina na obodam e be ka na asem. Now let's read the response from Director General of GTEC. Now, all responding a petition, no, the petitioner asked some simple, straightforward, specific questions. And we expect the professor knowing everything. The man who has been disbanding people and going after people and saying people don't deserve to be called professors, no, we were expecting him to be raw. And when I say raw, give every nitty-gritty answer so that we will know, okay, then you are qualified to question anyone's idea. Professorship, doctorate, or whatever they call it. Now, the response in here, and as you can see, a year letter no and the what screen is no. Oshe a year reference number now HA42-1-01 PO Box MB28 Accra, Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. 24th of October 2025. In the end, and release our statement way. All right. Now, mommy uncle any answers no. Requests for information on the academic credentials and professional appointment. Professorial appointment of Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah, Director General of GTEC. Inti, on the head of GTEC, and a petition abreno, and all responding to petition the woman in a woman petition the woman. The attention of the Director General has been drawn to a petition addressed to the chairman of the governing board of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, requesting information on the academic credentials and professorial appointments of the Director General of GTEC, Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah. While the Director General will provide this information, while the Director General will provide this information to the chairman of the governing board, the following is expected to address your concerns. So as we speak, the concerns of the petitioner, as we speak, the Director General has not provided it to the board. This is what the administrative job now, or you know, GTEC now or leading. Or no CV na or and nobody betray. But the detailed questions and the kind of things that petitioner nihiano, as they write this letter, or when they were writing this letter or releasing this letter, Professor Jinapo, so-called GTEC General Director, no, he had not provided the most important information we as Ghanaians need into tie omo wedina. While the director will, into your director ni nyam provide here, while he will provide, meaning what they are giving to us is not what we are asking for. While the director will provide the information to the chairman of the governing board, the following is expected to address your concern. 1. Professor Jinapo Abdullah holds a Bachelor of Arts degree, first class honors, from the University of Ghana between 1998 and 2001. Vague. This is something you can find on anybody's CV or resume. B. He has the Master of Arts in International Affairs from the Ohio University, USA, from 2003 to 2005. Vague. Basically, what they are telling us, a resume. Okay. 3. Professor Jinapo also holds a Doctor of Education degree. That's the terminal degree in Curriculum and Instruction. This degree was awarded by the West Virginia University, USA, from 2005 to 2009. So far, the only answer he has given, the only question he has answered, number 3. Because the person was asking, the terminal credentials, which institution the man, and so the point 3, he has been able to give us. So it is on his CV. Point 4. Finally, he has a postgraduate diploma in teaching and learning in higher education from the University of Education, Winneba, from 2016 to 2017. The specific question that was asked about whether he received the professorship before or after being involved with the school wasn't really answered. This is vague, right? Now, Oba Asiawa, regarding his career progression, Professor Ahmed Jinapo Abdullah was 1. Lecturer, University of Education, Winneba, 2010 to 2014. Senior lecturer, UEW, 2014 to 2017. 3rd, Associate Professor, UEW, 2017, or your Associate Professor from 2017 to date, or the whole Associate Professor. Okay. 4, Deputy Director General, GTEC, 2020 to 2023. 5, Acting Director General, 2023 to 2024. And 6, Director General, 2024 to 2025. 2024 present. All right. Now, so far, They have answered only one question. Petition and questions are Obusano. This professor has not still submitted the detailed answers to the board for them to give to us. So far, what you are seeing here is the resume on paper. The resume or the benya sa position no, but it is not the detailed qualification. Nyoma or etumidi nya the professorship and now whatever position ekutano. So the petitioner was asking, so we see and the obo Bayern Munich. Den na kobo Bayern Munich. Untimi ka say oh na me a footballer or Ghana na minya Bayern Munich. You need to prove to them team we na minya card A. Me ball Fankoba na me kobo Ash Gold. Me ball Ash Gold we no and me ball under 17 esia how you can attack. Me see how you can attack na me kobo trials or Man City. Now me call Man City this no the experience of me to work under pressure as a striker. So I was taught how to position myself. You are giving a summary of the way, but inside, you are detailing the and a striker for Bayern Munich. But what this man is doing is just showing us a resume. He is not telling us exactly what he did for him to earn his professorship. He's evading the question. He's just giving you his CV. But on some man way, anytime you are obinya professor, obinya doctor, nani panika se miko school or say it is not enough. But what he's doing is the same. He's not telling us the schools he went to and where he went to school. He's not telling us basically how he became a professor. Because you can't just become a professor. It's not just enrolling in a school and after finishing your PhD or whatever. You have to do something to become a professor. And what are those things? Now, let's go to the second page of the response to the petition. Jinapo. This is the second page of his response. Now, your second page, because Onimsa Ghana for Enkai sa last one, no. The last one, Onimsa Ghana for Enkai. And they are not going to read the last part of the response. Now, we'll read the last part of the response now. Or say, please, regarding his publications, regarding Jinapo's publications for promotion, GTech was not involved in that process. And what we are talking about, before you become an associate professor or whatever professor you can be, your publications will make you whether you are a professor or an associate professor. But almost when it comes to a Juma or publications or Troy, the Amamia will say, sir, the publications, he deserved to be an associate professor or a professor. Almost say, they were not involved in that. What is Jinapo hiding? Jinapo doesn't want you to see the thesis he wrote. He knows that the thesis is not true, it will never qualify him to become an associate professor. Because so we read a petition now. When you read the petition, there's something here I want to show you. You see, when you read the petitioner was very tactical about something. And the part now, not petition, no answers pano. Any official records, correspondence, or CV on file. But so over point 3 now, petitioner can say the publications he submitted for the promotion to the rank of associate professor. Because obu obetmenya professorship na on your publications bia, and the publications and no na ebe ready edian who say you deserve to be a professor. Oh, this publication really helped this institution. We were on a project. Through your publication, some things that we were not even finding answers to, we were. And then a mawunya sa edge, to become professor. But the point 3, this Jinapo guy knows that the publication or the Babontinia, we will all know he does not deserve to be an associate professor. Jinapo is not supposed to be the head of GTech. He does not have any right. He does not have any right to tell anybody that the person is not a professor, because he could not even tell us It is already Omwankasa response, no, which he made his deputy sign. So a omo letter na omo de responde a petition na ana petition na. Jinapo nipa or sign is a letter ni ye dien. Mami enlarge in or say, please regarding his publications, please regarding Jinapo's publications for promotions. What promotion? The only promotion we are talking about is him being an associate professor. So the publication that made him an associate professor, no, GTEC said they were not involved. Who was involved? Now, who really let Aluko only Paul sign here? Acting Director, Corporate Affairs for Director General. Let a petitioner by no. Ono ne ye petition alfa no hono. O man acting as sign man. The acting director signed for him. Corporate Affairs signed for him. This man is corrupt. How can somebody petition your institution and then you tell somebody to sign for you? It means this letter was drafted by Jinapo himself. But you see, I don't want us to push too much. We want to ask Jinapo, why is he refusing to provide the publications? Emma and the other friend who said, or associate professor. He's a liar. This man. Nobody in Ghana should take this man serious. He's a liar. He is not a real professor. He's a liar. On Kanokre. He is just there to destroy people. Better credentials. He wants to destroy them. That is what this man is doing. And if he wants to prove to Ghanaians to say he is not a fake professor, and then the professorship say associate, he needs to publish his publications. Because I remember Dr. Grace Ayensu, chairman, will say, you know what? The school that I was, baby, I'm sure on publications, you can reach out and ask for the publications. And in fact, I can even get it for you. Other people, Ekachen say, we can get you out. Okay, I said, no. Do not even call yourself that. Today we are asking him, where are your publications that makes you an associate professor? You are telling us that GTEC is not involved. Now, if GTEC is not involved, why do you want to get involved in somebody's professorship? This man is a liar. Nobody should take him serious. He's just on a run to destroy people. To be a person, but he needs to provide us with the publication. Onim say publication bar, people will know he's dumb. He does not deserve to be an associate professor. The associate professor never done a fake until he brings the publication. This man is a liar. We just want the PhD thesis, Keke. Just the thesis. We want to read it. Sibia ebe hu saba umia. The thesis are true and na emfa economics on today. The last time we spoke about it, Mahamudu Baumia also a economist no. The thesis na or true yes or the man be or doctorate in economics no. The thesis krampo emfa economy on. The same man Jinapo, we are asking who PhD, who thesis no. We want to know. We just want to read the thesis. He's a liar. He's not a professor. And this is what we have been living with in Ghana. These are the liars who are destroying people's career. This guy never questioned Professor Adai's qualification. Mumuzani say, why hasn't he called Professor Adai to prove to Ghana for how he became a professor? This guy, he's a political snitch. And I'm warning the education minister. I know this guy. He has paid some people at the Ghana Education Service. It is alleged that he's paid some people at the Ghana Education Service about 300,000 to keep him at GTEC. I'm telling the education minister, look into it. Because if you don't look into it, you yourself, you go down with this man. Let's say, it has been alleged that he has paid about 300,000 to keep this position at the Ghana Education Service. I don't know about your ministry, but if you don't take action to look into this man, then this man is going to go down with you, the education minister. Because we can't have people like these walking around, checking people while they themselves, they are sitting in shit. This man, Jinapo, is a fake professor. Since it's our starting here, don't do this. I have never seen him question Professor Adai. We want you to tell Professor Adai to prove to us how he became a professor. On namna oko after omwa NDC4 because he thinks he can do the foolish bidding for Bawumia. You yourself, we don't care. Come out and tell us, show us your thesis. You are a liar. You, Jenapo. You can go to any court you want to go. Until you show us your PhD thesis, I will never stop calling you a liar. You are deceiving Ghanaians. So my imagine some worry a year I wanna phone or your banner person where I wanna near. It's not difficult, it's simple. Maybe say I wanna need. And there are so many girls around that. Omunya already on but we can't feel me on. I see I will share me no. Why Dean I say, hey boy we. Hey, go I need. Hey, now when I for some more mixed races, I want to afford dear. I miss me. I want to kakra, and I'm Messiah Fantini kakra. Me a mixed race, me a mixed tribe. Into on say, men share that in your straight into whom you have to say, okay, or into a mixed tribe. Into Kaba Ghana any half caste no. Ha. Because we are going to need, but I want to bojana mo one Fantimuja into F. Into girl no him say, hey, and they're true. Into say be our boyfriend Livingston the Wijana confusion because I want to afford it there or more taste. And now. Oba wara wonani a woni problem because I want to so am diet a simple diet I o de hia ne akple bibia be kan obi obedi men how who too much o de ohia ne se de bia no consistent no ho k is constant de bia akple ho unya eye salad o de bedi unya eye sobolo o de bedi unya Lipton tea o de bedi ni nyina ne ice cream chocolate eye this way energy drink oba kora wonani edidi de hia ne so benya akple awonafo so de ne simple kra men how who say oko into girls am person wa awonafo no enye complicated as simple and I was steady so awonafo kitchen de ni ho because akple ye kan nye de eye kra enti anyoma bebre o ha obeso ko wara wonani a ene ansa na be ko aware na osonye bebre wo hu o se aware bi ho kwa o disturb ni pa eduane ye bukura o disturb ni pa enti awonafo aware say on tante se neighbors ni omoko if you say o ye eduane a wonte o ka akple kra light to me e wo fom inti ni nyina ka ho wo ye bema na wo pedede na peso wara wonani ba na wo ya wonani ba na wo peso bema na peso wora wonani ba ni nyina sa nyoma ne ke kan wo se be be peace of mind ye aduane so wonte sa na tie inti na wonafo ye from the slow takers me awonani most girls will be feeling me hey boy ye ne de wakin de meso pa wonani ekira kwan sa na tie sa na ye boaboa ma obia ehunu nua ehu odo a ye nyina de betim de atena se bi wo peso ware eye sremuni so a enye aware bia eye if the sremfo so eye simple almost de omode no enye gidigidi saa ni nyina ne se wonya eye de TZ ohun obi te se Tahiru sei o madam for pa ne yire a very wonderful woman onye duane kese de hia ne ke no constant no ho eye de TZ no ho Tiozafi no ono de oma ne Tiozafi ene eye de shawama kro bi di Tahiru de ono de ne inti K is constant o kwa aware K is constant inti entafo no so Tiozafi ni nyan so benya bi ofie the moment a Tiozafi ofie to gusa ofie no K is constant o de opa Tiozafi na fa shawama ka ho obebubu are sa na eye intafo no tie into omo so aware no nice because onye adwuma kese me boamba no into on say aware no dede nim because eye a TZ ne ka dede nim light one on say awonafo any srimfo omo mba aduane ye no ese omo you support nkiti na omo ntanye nsuo bebre bibi kakra bi ehwegum ni mix ni ye ni kakra ni mix ni ate omo te so omo cap ketu bi kra na omo de ate nti ema omo ware ni dede nim enkofo ntanti omo ware oni uko ware awonani ana esremuni na mokotena eye compound house a ye ntu da efisemu a enya de amobe ye aduane aye dede ama bibia akofa problem aba musaja kakra bi anoma ka eye de TZ na eno an K is constant TZ won kwa de ebedi bibi odi yogurt kra ba okokrom na obana TZ wo okuta yogurt kro betum de intafo de eno an TZ inti ye kyerem aware ase ansa na bekwa aware no na eye muso a mo ware eye mfantefo no we oba na beso ware mfantini te se me and menu ni de wa menu no wa because on say ye no enye ye on say who study a mfantefo ye na Ghana eye abrofo inti sa wo study pa ye nyoma na complicated kakra also who said ye tea enye tea ni tea a obeya sebi o Mr. Krentel onom no sifoma entate beba ho inti ye num tea sa keke and also who say ye ne fantifo no ye very sophisticated ye is a Portuguese for and ye say ye British kakra and ye nkasa ye nchi ankasa e Angola inti sa wo study fantifo a o ye oba na be so ware fantini dia e say sebi o who say o ye a little bit sophisticated kakra continental kakra Inti uwara uneni infantini so dia ejuma no ensa nye din bia sa no de bia make sure say de bia o milk or fridge me there because alodwe be tea ye de about 9:30 de be tea inti your first K is constant ideal milk also de bia onya sure say ideal milk or fridge and there also hu say ba ko ho ana condensed milk ba ko bi she cabinet because ye na anadwe de be tea ansa ne ada inti so wo sa idea no say obewara hu infantini also utumi ti ase say provisions there provisions oh de condensed milk me nu she locker ana closet ana say de pantry ana now sa wo bibi ti say sadi su mienu de bia make sure say backup no come before ho ye ne yem fasika ne mba but also nya no ho e also tie ate say obe ware mfantini no enya de e be kwakọ to wo na also to enumode enso ye nyiska wo na also to into be ware mfantini why ready so be ware mfantini nice boy no also make sure say cabinet ni wo de tin tomatoes 2 wom come beef 2 wom carrot asinsin ebe ono so ogum na enya green pepper onye pepper bia na oye pepper enya abrofo one green pepper so enya eno so oye backup enya condensed milk 2 ideal milk 2 carnation milk 2 every day and yenum carnation ochina yenum ideal milk yenum milk nsang ba milk hu biem infantin Inti o ware infantini so a problem ni wasa wo de ohia na se de bia no aye gravy bia ma stew wo stew s is constant still near bodan for crowd dem still go fie oba na say wo ye tea now the still si ho obeka say okay problem bi no infant for ware enya gidigidi e say wo ye tactical so person ware infantini a you very tactical so wo nya tactical out ware infantini because they be na say wo ye fast thinker also ultimate check be man mood and Mr. Cranston Mr. Brown Mr. Pencil obenum tea obo nana no obenum ana obo 9:30 no obenum wo de enwu damazen na eba aduane no so a oya jollof a yes yem pe jollof a emre dabi I say make sure there or your long grain intumi nya o say infant forward aduane no dosun but very very tactical very tricky say jollof na oya ma make sure say carrot wom make sure say green pepper gum make sure say sa na we din catch untumi mfa beef enye jollof ma keke also din catch na hu say a brown kakra aha o chi so a make sure say uyi free de angwani ma ye mfa ngu aduane mu straight also di gu de sifum na angwa no sone ansa na de kogu angwa munum sa na fantefo de tie inti de bia no nya backup nya gravy inti tin bi si ho ene de so o gravy ho a ene obetima koto tunkusa odibedi ahonafo so infantefo so de no me boamba no akwa mekasa but Ghana for to be tell say hey boy we hard power any nyina sa na tie nti ube ware mfantini anya backup now say over tell me so ware Asantini a I am parent for to because you be too because o say as Asante for there and you also fufu and team over ware Asantini also fufu and now Uba wara Asantini a make sure say ne papa fie no te ne wofa fie no te a yentu no na say Asantini be waro na so say abena we de mani gye ho yenko hide dan ye betu efri say ube wo fufuo fufuo is constant and also tell you say ompega tabu na ma obawi bi ene ni apatre no ene de obawi apatre because Asantifo eni pe bia omo fufuo no omo nya no what say bia enkranfo enya dokono ho enti say wo ya bayiwa na wesi so na so be wara Asantini a good Asantifo are very nice people, but omo de fufuo no ye ke emomo fufuo no constant. Wo de opa wo fufuo si ho, manken fufuo, de body fufuo, wo fufuo fesi ho. Na wo de oba man yogurt or de beka ho adi Asantifo so de no. Na so tell say Asantifo aware ne dede wom. And dede wom efri say owo fufuo oye dede. So ka so be ya ben kwan a, sebi o de mafi ehye jadim na so boma enwusie to be conquer for them, e me no kwa to be two. If you rap wetu a now ya Asantini na wara Asantini ba wan hwa ye two every say or the mefin ebese ko portim e ma nwusie na ko if you rap dem ma gina so two into wara Asantini de bia o defensive ayin so ka say obeye den prekese nkwan anase obeye den eyoyo bofro nkwan oh the many dangerous they say sanka prekese nkwan ko apoda nkanya problem anybody prekese no ebe ko akire kakra ebi afiera no begin say oh we de bitters bi na we bia mode egu bibim na etu it bitters de obo ha otumi nua nso hye no de prekese gum na sentre na mfie ho afiera ntu na bebi many dangerous no say so what Asantini no pebofro nkwan a otwe bini ye betu ene de uni future e kira Asantini no wofa na esi dan no team wo Santase anase no wofa na esi dan no team wo Bantama but say also when the kobo brand na moko high dying and mu fie ro akotena eye community house ye betu because otwe bini ni the moment e be so nkwan ni mu na asem asi ene de because I know Rexodent to me paper Lax to me paper, Imperial than to me paper, so clean to me paper, Vim grant to me, a the moment I don't say bon coin now, bedino, it's your hinano, into a tactical, also you're very, very tactical. I will ya, wait, yen ya cobia dear, you do a bit of boofu. Into bofron coin to me, and the problem ne bano. Bofron quino, say a comb room, near Tritu, near Quatrino, near Janam no, near Tilibina Befia Bayon coin, and then a hard general. A honena, ana amanfo ewo problem. A hoka krano, say ochin or day do crum, na pay, near janam no wurem, na yati ochin bini na befie, na yati children robem, at the deep freezer. Oba America, Santifobe Bromoha, or much ochin bini, nan saying, JFK, yachinipa nine adaya. A train bini so mobile gumno omo declare say yam fashion buyer. Oh hello, how are you? Say I'm good. Coming from Ghana. Oh, you went to Ghana. Yes, my mother died, and you know, we live here where Bronx, 72nd Street. Okay, are you coming with decam food or anything? Oh no. This is just my bag. So are you sure? So no. We don't bring things. Please, madam, can you move to the next officer? He's going to check you. Oh, say it is nothing. Oh, near the go the formation machines are fefe. A bini shabag. Oh, madam, please, can you talk to the next officer? He's going to check your bag. Oh, Ghana, we know nothing. So, oh, please, madam, thank you very much. E bini ya chichi bini keki, ya de ashedi freezer man ay ding, ya de kwa brochira kodi, ya nya de sa. Inti sa ko wara santini, also very careful. Sa anyo man kitingiti wenya officer betima Jeffrey nsem, ye betima Sam wasa ba fie, ye betima manyom bebrasho, takpete de kofa we nyina ba eye tak. Mitimi baby. And I quite a friend takpete was a takpete ne cover a problem with mimiting baby. Takpete, ebianet. Oh, don't cut it. Don't see. Don't. It's so easy. It is any money in a course over us and also when it daho. They be an wire well. They be a wire well. They be a auto block because you bet me 2 times. Bia ebianet and saying some of the manco for cancer. Ebianet is siano. Impedifo be brave free. And chebe say can tanker. Sebio enche yana na kuredu so yebesie no na Africa Michael Jackson da ben yebesie no Africa Michael Jackson timo me yensie Africa Michael Jackson na nyina ho ntoy o Ghana say afei Africa Michael Jackson ewu e ma ye kwa kwasie no obi an ho atoro da ben na me yensie Africa Michael Jackson na mu pefu no dodo ase we bi ese me nkabi ba me bu yefu mo me yenkosie Africa Michael Jackson ne ho ntoye kantanka sebio oda ne benkum so hwese ya bibia fefefe 40 days ye bibia ma sebio enche ye be se kantanka Africa Michael Jackson da ben ye be sie no na mo pefunu technology nipa baako Africa Michael Jackson wuye obia ba ne abesie de jare ho no okọ obia ba ne asie ne eja Africa Michael Jackson ho Africa Michael Jackson na wo hwe frigim ema ende oba kwase akeka ena we sesei ena we inti omo ho nyam mmobo omo busuafo no omo ho nyam mmobo ade na funu yam desa enya sam na ba obitimi biera no ai ena lumba de na odumnyum to cheda Michael Jackson onti brofo dra we lumba wu mama ma sa no me gidigidi bia we me say me busa na otimi obi no obi na TikTok ai asam na ba oh lumba free oh lumba may he so rest in peace. Lumba they say him say enye bibia nkodum to chama Michael Jackson hey onti brofo because Michael Jackson nyum otoro tiase ga otiase ga onkasa asem no but my question is say da ben ye be see Africa Michael Jackson sa nyoma na moye no ena ma nipa bi nya mo ho nsem kan nipa na wu sebio nipa no pese ogina home edien pa na efunu kekawe enkekawe esi yenya mudan biem esi ya yenya mudan edien pa na mo gina wasase we so edie pa nipa ba kumu dibini nipa ba esi amu ye dan mo die ne ye nyamo esi Africa Michael Jackson wu ye anka ekrobia anka ejina so apra ne chi fefefe aye ne statue ye da hotia edi nkwase asem Africa Michael Jackson da ho hye frigim Africa Michael Jackson da ho hye frigim asem ne yanka ana ye jimi ye ho na ye jimi ye ho na ye koba na ye jimi ye ho jimi ni bia na okabi jimi ni bia unhu nipa ye nhu musu ene mo ban ye ntem ase Echire mo so obi ewu na mo Jimmy abete obi adane Jimmy fo. Yen twitwa Africa Michael Jackson mamon wi anasa yenye den. Ede na moje. So obi anka ncha meka kire mo na mo Jimmy dodo mo dodo no mo Jimmy. We na mo ye no fa so be na beba so. Kantanka de hwede busuafo omutuma tenase impenifo tenase atuma siesie nechi ya nana kunedu sebio wato de benkum so hwede mo ye fefefe edru ye nkwan ye so a ye betwitwa Africa Michael Jackson awe ene ye Jimmy ye ho de bia na ye Jimmy nti Africa Michael Jackson da ho hye free Jim enti mfa so be na wo so mo obi ankasa ukakasa hey ena Jimmy ena nde Africa Michael Jackson da won hye free Jim me de betima aka na maka no ejapade eni bre me I'm not the man to make sense out of anything o me sebio me organize yie me enye meduma no se me organize yie me dia mo ye nyina ejapade eni bre mo dia asase mo ba so nipa wu na mo nche ejapade abeifo ma Africa Michael Jackson endo hye free Jimmy ye sie nkofo ye pra nkofo echi ye bompa na ende mo da mo de mo Jimmy mo nyina mo de mo Jimmy utumu kwase atobi not TikTok not Facebook na Jimmy fo teteka mu omo no mo be kire Africa Michael Jackson ase kwase afo mo papa no mo kura wi mo ntuma nsi omo anje nsa ejapade aya mo amunya dwuma na munya musika na obinya ebo ne bra nya ne sika na owu a na mo de mo kwasea edi nkwasea ye kana mo buofu and the Africa Michael Jackson na free Jimmy why for ta mo nkwaseafo we Africa Michael Jackson ne ma enya de omo penie Africa Michael Jackson 4 person ne mba person mo kro mo papa echi fefefe na mo de mo kwasea ejapade eni bra ni Jimmy mudi otwen bini ni wi a na monum kan monum kan enkwasiasam musa mo Jimmy munyina na wodam mo sa ankofo wi mususu ana mo Jimmy munyini kakra na bofro no kompe na mabodam enti Africa Michael Jackson oda morgan oda much ho yeden Africa Michael Jackson ya oda mochiri a mu Jimmy mu koba yi na mochiri na emfaso be na woso ejapade mo mpese bobo branka sa akekere de bia moni da obi bibi so de bia moni da obi bibi so de bia woni da obi bibi so enti mwankasa na mo mfere enya mo tan do is it not disgusting say sebio ni pewu na ye twomanso enya mo tan mo ya beifo ma na munya nipa na muye nwan ana enya tan say sebio wo de hye frim na ewo say ye kokora de chi na ye ko ho ntokwa edo bo kwase bi ne interview no bo kwase bi no ena me na me ben ena Africa Michael Jackson no ni me pa Africa Michael Jackson na no Germany Africa Michael Jackson ebusua de me ana na munim me ene na ye dan ejimi fo ma mumudodo mo papa no mu ye mo ntumi pa ankora obachi ye mo beje Africa Michael Jackson yi aboso inwan ejimi fo mu hufunu ana mu Jimmy abete musa ana mu Jimmy munyini pe na mabodam mususa pe mu Jimmy mususa na mu Jimmy munyini pe na mabodam ye nka mo asem ye besie obia okroma na Africa Michael Jackson na wo hye free Jim eden kwasesem no enkwasiafo mo ntumi nsi omo papa enkwasiafo bi omo papa no mu wu semponchi a omo ntumi pa anya post anka say oh ya papa aha ena ne busuafi aha dan we no si ye enkwasiafo bi omo papa no omo ntumi mpo anto adaka fo omo antuma yesi omo semponchi discuss Africa Michael Jackson adena ni we say ena we say enkwasiafo ma kwasiafo ma musi dan ni bi na mu wu a mo ma akotinem obi wu na munyansa ba mu hu fin akwa be pentokwa obi wu na munyansa ba yebusa musa munyina mo papa dan mo fa mo nsan kwotene mo papa dan mutumi fa mo nsan tene ye ne yebetumi de nsesi ya papa dan wo di krom e wo bebi osabo bra enkwasiafo bebre amudi Africa Michael Jackson asem lechi na nkwasiafo a monima fusta nketi ama mutumi fa mo nsan simu papa dan say ya papa dan nie na kwasia okoka Africa Michael Jackson asem wona woni me yie mu nsam mo Jimmy Munjai papa no munjai ne man ma no munsie ne mpra de chi. College for county the PTA sabaye. Now we jai papa we ama umma so on monitor mo. The victory the private college is teaching another today. We must be win the quiz. Yeah, prempe ekurase prempe. Mombra mu wase. Na de otwi buka de kura bonti brofo. Na mo amudi echire do. He. Ana e de Asante region kumase ekurase prempe. Ekurase hey, mombra mu wase. Na prempe. Yes, you need the level ani. Now, the biggest school in Ghana, the most decorated school in Ghana, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, Presec. Illuminative Videbimus Lumen. In their light, we shall see light. Now, BBBC on the 31st of October 2025. And you need to understand, say, when it comes to a year, schools are Nina a Presec. I am on that day. Don't underestimate a year Dipana or Tiasano. Your 10th anniversary about a year what we call the Touch and Bonfire Night, on the 31st of October 2025. Every single person in Ghana or Babia who fe uko Ebri girls, uko St. Mary's, uko Wesley girls, uko Holy Child, uko eye Mebobo, uko eye Porter girls. I oko eye girls school a friend no eye obasa tipe oko monikers o mam won fe amaware eye odade per seconds and omo etumi no mabobra ene mo a mo pese mo bobra mo pese mo school papa. You want to experience what is called excellence. If you want to meet people who have been trained as Christian gentlemen and have impacted this country, Presec, Legon. The distinction between Presec and any other Presec, and they say over Presec, you need to add Legon because and then justify and then the distinction between Presec and the other schools. Into one of the finest boys schools in Ghana. So when my history, Presec started as a mixed school. Now I'm Oko Dumasia, that is where the tree is. Presec is one of those schools, we are Obi who to say Abranti 1, Unimyansa, Abranti school, na 2, Najunika, Abranti we no warfare, very, very important. The third one, Abranti we Utuma Bobra Ebunipa. Inti Eba Presec, it is not just a school, it's an institution filled with excellent human beings who are trying to seek excellence. Presec on the 31st of October, we know. Yes, Obia and directly Omweni entre Presec na Omonko a year our 10th anniversary. I will be there myself. Breaking news. I will be there myself. I am an Engman house boy, house 3. Yes, 2002 year group. Kevin Taylor. My classmates are all over the place. My boy here, Abo class, Abo house. It is very important. So our 10th anniversary is happening exactly 6 p.m. No. Or you're Ghanaian, if you're Ghanaian and you want to have fun, meet people. And you see, when it comes to Presec and our anniversaries, it's not just about going there, having fun, and meeting other people. It's a platform to connect. In fact, over Ghana, we, the most connected people in Ghana, we are very connected, very accessible. In Kofua, you can go through them and become who you want to become per seconds. And you can go and check the history. Every CEO, every multi-million-dollar company in Ghana, there is a per second in there. And you are not just going there to enjoy the place, to see the beautiful school, to just be among gentlemen. You are going there to also connect. You are going there to also build yourself. You can never go to this event and come home without a connection. And I'm talking about positive connection that opens opportunities for you. And see, if you're around Accra, if you're not even in Accra, outside Ghana, on the 31st of October, Presec Legon, very, very important because you were Uduma, you were Bubuashi Presec, your Presec were Swedru, your Presec will be Bibri, or dog on a Presec now. Into the distinction between us and your money say, when you say Presec Legon, and no one asem and Americano. Now, the most interesting thing about this event, and they say, one of the finest musicians in Ghana will be representing on the 31st night, October night, the Black Sheriff himself. Because school be musicians doye. And in fact, Samibu Fukra, I'll call my friend Shatawale to just pass through. Now, Uncle Hello, the crowd. That's how it works. That's us. We control everything. We control BBR. I just want to look at it a little bit. Say, me feel it about Shatawale pass it through. I'll just give him a shout out and say, Shatta, just pass through. Because Shatawale is my friend. And that is the reason why I make just say, offer presec ni adamfo a woni munguase. Inti me being Shatawale's friend, you know, I can call him and say, my friend, how are you doing? Also, all be true, all be lie. Some be true, or some be lie. I won't make you pass through presec because I go there. My friend will pass through. That is what presec gives you. Blacko is going to be there. If problem not there, they cannot call Jesus. He's going to perform live on Presec campus on the 31st of October. I will be in Ghana on the 31st of October. I will be part of this event because if it's happening live on the 31st of October, grade A school. No, my team, they are telling you, boss, don't say grade A school because you are the same person who said we don't have to say grade A school again. All schools are supposed to, okay, this is the last one. After this year, there's no grade A school. But this year, the Presec is grade A school. After this year, we are not doing grade A school again. The grade A school, Presec Legon, very, very important. Girls now, what life is. Young ladies, you want to meet men, responsible men, honest men, good looking men who have some vision, young men who basically you can have a conversation with. On say schools be how no more event now to say just say I say we for I bibia basa. But on say you see the tuck-ins, you see the respect a year per seconds woman ma, and when it comes to a year conversation, when it comes to presenting yourself as a gentleman, and then a map presec a unique from other schools. Me I sure say Mbabe Brio Ghana ladies, you know, resourceful, mako different events. But every time you meet presecans, you go to presec event, you see the difference between excellence and a co-mininis. This is the time for you to connect. We are using this platform to connect. Go there, you get Amanfo will give you their cards. People will give you their numbers. They will tell you need a job. You want to be connected to this. You want to be part of this. That is what Presec is made of. We are built to connect. Oba Ghana, school a connected the whole Ghana Presec. The Ghana Wi-Fi and Ankasa when it comes to connection, and I'm talking about positive connection, building better bridges Presec, Legon. On the 31st of October, no, this is going to happen. Presec grade A school. After 2025, there's no grade A school. And remember, we are going to win the National Science and Math Quiz. It's a done deal. We will win. And unless we have another board meeting as per seconds and decide that we don't want it. But so far, the conversation we've had, we are going to win it. And it's not like we are going to compete to win. We are going to win. Also, there's a difference between we want to take part and win. We will win. And it's all because we will win, and we will win the competition. We are not going to say we will take part because we have moved from that position of taking part in this competition. We are going to win the competition. It is why Junior will say, "Oh, this year Presec will win." It's as easy as that. Our kids are sharp. This is the first time maybe a profile of our dear contestants on this platform. As we go on, they will bring a full video of each contestant. I will speak about the contestant, level of intelligence, IQ, the passion they are coming with. And when I will say, per second, that be ready. So wait for us. We will win. When you kuma kokoda, when you so enkuma, unim de also ye.